Hello, 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 hello. Let me see here. All right, all right.
George.
Hello, 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 hello. Good morning. Good. See here. Hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Esoteric. Good afternoon. All right, all right. Hello, 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 hello. Good morning. Good. See here.
I hate records.
If I show you love, you show me love. Love, love, love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love, love, love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love, love, love like love.
L'argent est fini, ma bébé, là où est fao. L'argent est fini, ma bébé, là où est fao. Quand on est là-bas, où est fao. Je veux jusqu'au ma bébé, là où est fao. Allez, you buy it. I can never leave you on the highway. You my baby. Asa tu, unsesitu.
If I show you love, you show me love. Love, love, love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love, love, love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love, love, love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love, love, love like love.
Photo, I want a photo. I will not get you photo. I will not get you photo. Photo. I'm not get photo. I want a photo. Let me take a photo. Yeah, smile for me. Just place up for me. Tell me now who I want to be with. L'argent est fini, ma bébé, là où est fao. L'argent est fini, ma bébé, là où est fao. Quand on est là-bas, où est fao. Je veux jusqu'au ma bébé, là où est fao. Allez, you buy it. I can never leave you on the highway. You my baby. Asa tu, unsesitu.
If I show you love, you show me love. Love, love, love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love, love, love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love, love, love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love, love, love like love.
I take you with me to Dubai. I will take you to the moon, yeah. I want to see your Oma. I want to see your papi. But I I'm talking so you will figure out. That's so tough. I say dale koto. I say dale koto. I say Franke, I'll give you LD. And you will change it into US. That's also Lala, I'm talking. That's also can you, yeah. That's true, like you talking. That's also one, yeah. When I drink it, I just be talking. That's also mistake, I just be making. But I lick out I'm talking so. You will figure out. That's also talk. I say that lick out, that lick out, that lick out, yeah. I say that lick out, that lick out, that lick out, I say that lick out, that lick out, that lick out, yeah. I say that lick out, that lick out, that lick out, oh baby you're inside Larry, you're Gigi Larry. I say you're singing Zama, you're Sikaruko. Oh baby you're inside Larry, you're Gigi Larry. I say you're singing Zama, you're Sikaruko. Sikar, I say baby I say when you ask me in the morning, I will tell you and I know. That was so late for talking. If you in the sun I let go talk. When I drink it, I just be talking. That's also mistake. I just be making. But I let go talk. I talking so you will figure out. That's also talk. I say that let go talk. That let go talk. That let go talk. I say that let go talk. That let go talk. That let go talk. I say that let go talk. That let go talk. That let go talk. I say that let go talk. That let go talk. That let go talk. So piliwa, so pilizo, so piliwa, so pilizo, so piliwa, so pilizo, so piliwa.
T-Man, just prove it on the beat.
Hey records.
If I show you love, you show me love. Love, love, love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love, love, love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love, love, love like love.
L'argent est fini, ma bébé, là où est fao. L'argent est fini, ma bébé, là où est fao. Quand on a de là-bas, où est fao. Johannesco, ma bébé, là où est fao. Allez, you power. I can never leave you on the highway. You my baby. Asa tu, se situ.
If I show you love, you show me love. Love, love, love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love, love, love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love, love, love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love, love, love like love.
Photo, I want your photo. I will not get you photo. I will not get you photo. Photo, I'm not get photo. I want your photo. Let me take your photo, yeah. Smile for me, just place up for me. Tell me now who I want to be with. L'argent est fini, ma bébé, là où est fao. L'argent est fini, ma bébé, là où est fao. Quand on a de là-bas, où est fao. Johannesco, ma bébé, là où est fao. Allez, you power. I can never leave you on the highway. You my baby. Asa tu, se situ.
soto. I say that let go to.
This one a real one. Booyan King. I'm a real stick a long time. Lyrical. Mash up the place.
All right, the monkey should come down. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are around the world. Welcome to the Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with Doc Sayapode Esoteric, coming to you from live from Prosper Park, Pennsylvania, these United States of America. It's wonderful first day of the week, Monday, work day of the week, and we are happy, and that's how we normally start our week. We start the week with training developments with from Sarnor County and the diaspora community of Sinoe. And so like I always told you on this platform, I focus on our Sarnor County, which is my home. You know, you can't have your house not in order, and then you're going to be talking about other people. And so the onus, the obligation, the responsibilities upon me to first get my house in order before I take a step to another level. So again, wonderful show coming your way. Please do us a huge favor. Subscribe to our YouTube page. On YouTube is Madison Freeman. And as you join the show as well, please share the link for us. All right. Again, you can watch the show from two sources, Facebook and YouTube. On YouTube, it's Madison Freeman. And you can watch it from your big television set at home, provided if you have one. All right. So let's get the show on the way. People will join us later, or they will watch the replay. Let me see here quickly. All right, so people will join us later to watch the replay. Even though I think it is fresh, you know, to be on the show instead of watching the replay. If you want to participate, for example, you know, you can just call the number. That's something you can do. Or if you want to come live with Doc Sayapode, you can say, "Oh, send me the link," and I will shoot you the link. I'll shoot the link to your inbox. All right, so people that are following Ezekiel, how you doing? Thanks for joining me. Lloyd, thanks for joining me. I'm seeing Robert Solo. How you doing, buddy? Welcome aboard. Evangelist, let's have evangelist or pastor or Deacon Williamsua. How you doing? Welcome aboard. Good morning. All right, those are the people I'm seeing right now from my side. If you are following, you comment. I will recognize you. So I'm seeing my little sister here, Zarzar, is following here. Yeah, those are the people I can see from my end. Okay. All right, let's get into business here. We are not gonna do too long commercial here, waiting for people to join. They will join us later. So let's get the basic stuff out of the way. So you're gonna get a low feedback here. I want to make sure my sound quality is good. They will join us later. So let's get the basic stuff out of the way. So you're gonna get a low. All right, so my sound is perfect, at least from my end. I don't know about you. Yeah, for the father, I haven't seen a comment with respect to sound glitch. You should be fine. All right, let's get to the usual thing here. We normally get the preliminary out of the way, the basic stuff. So let me do that quickly. And we will get into the juicy stuff for today's show. All right, let's see. This is a Sarnor County platform, so let's begin with Sarnor County here. All right, so the president-elect of Sarnor County Association, Massachusetts chapter, that's Otello Grisby. Inauguration is coming up pretty soon. Will be November the 5th. All right, so we just want to keep reminding our people to be part of that grand inaugural ball of Otello Grisby in Worcester, MA. That's when they're going to be held. So this is the flyer here. The flyer for the inauguration of the officials elect of Sarnor County MS chapter, Massachusetts chapter. Okay, so again, you see it's inaugural ball and fundraiser. Obviously, we're going to be raising funds, generating funds for our projects in Sarnor County or in Liberia to speak. So you can see all the details on the flyer there. The national president of USAA, Frances Clarke Myers, will be the guest speaker at the occasion. You know, the woman, she brings sense and logic and reasoning and and wisdom, everything else she brings it to the table. So she will be it will be an epic speech, and we encourage our members. The president elect, Otello Grisfield, and I had a brief conversation this morning. He wants to know the number of delegates, the people that will be part of the president entourage, and also we can give you update, know how they will do their preparation. Okay, and so if you want to be part, the president will be leading a delegation to Worcester, and so we encourage you to be part. If you want to be part of the trip, just give me a call or inbox me or call the president or call the Chairlaldy, Manjayonnoh Smith, for the trip. The president wants to know, preparation is very important. So when you have the right people, the number of people, so we can do the proper arrangement. All right, that's something that we want to let you know. Again, this is the inauguration of Otello Grisfield, the president-elect of Sarnor County Association, Massachusetts chapter. All right, that's something we want to let you know. Our Chairlady, thanks for joining. Manjayonnoh Smith is following the show. We appreciate your presence. Please share the link for us if you don't mind. All right, that's Otello Grisfield over there for you. Good morning, Chairlady. Good morning. Let's see. So again, that's something interesting I want to put out on this flyer. Mr. Otello Grisfield is the real, when they say genuine feminist in chief, is the man, because you can see his cabinet. He is the only male. The rest of the people, they are females, so it's women empowerment, and that's what the man believes. Okay, we have to empower our daughters, and they are equally as intelligent, if you like, far intelligent than some of us, the males. And so that's Otello Grisfield, recognized the talent in those people, so he brought it on board. All right, let's go to the next thing here. Now, the president, yes, the communication from Mr. Grisfield inviting President Myers to be the guest speaker. And so I will quickly read our communication, the invitation from the president-elect Otello Grisfield to President Frances Clarke Myers. All right, let me read it. It's a little too small on my screen there, so I'm going to read it from the other device here. He said, let's see, let me rotate this and make it a little bigger. My old man, I can see this tiny fonts. All right, so Massachusetts chapter, this communication was dated September the 18th, 2022. And they say, Madam Frances Clarke Myers, National President, United Support Association in the Americas. It says, dear Madam President, Madam Myers, sorry, dear Madam Myers, we bring you greetings for and on behalf of the administration and board of directors and the entire membership of the Massachusetts chapter of the Sarnor County Association in the Americas, Incorporated. We are pleased to invite you to participate and serve as guest speaker at our inaugural ball and fundraiser, scheduled to take place on November 5th, 2022, 7 p.m. at 91 Stanford Street, Rochester, MA 01606. Funds generated from the fundraiser will be used to help support Our national Sarnor County Association in Americas carry out a medical mission at the J.F. Grant Memorial Hospital in Greenville, Sarnor County, Liberia. Your contribution to this worthy cause would be highly appreciated. Thanks in advance as we look forward with enthusiasm to seeing you. Yours truly, that's Cecilia. Hopefully I'm seeing it's a comments. It's very tiny. Cecilia, okay, Cecilia Cummings. Secretary General and Awenda Commander Fan, Chairlaldy Planning Committee, and then this was signed or attested by Otello V. Grisby, President-elect. All right, so that's the communication from the chapter Sarnor County Association to President Myers, inviting her to be the guest speaker. All right, by the way, that's the president, the guest speaker of the inaugural board of Sarnor County Association, Massachusetts chapter, headed by Otello Grisby. So that's the communication. We just wanted to read that so that you know we are not just coming here to run in propaganda. We get all the evidence. Anything that we bring here, we give you the visual evidence so that you can see it and I mean believe what we do on this platform. We are not a propagandistic platform. We are factual, evidential platform. All right, now let's transition to something else on the show today. Also want to just remind you, members of USAA Delaware Valley chapter and all over the members of the USAA. We also want to remind the public the inauguration of the local chapter here, Delaware Valley chapter, the largest, I should say, the largest chapter in the union. We'll also be having her installation of officers of inauguration. It has the whole weekend set up or secure for the program. And so if you look at the flyer here, it starts December the 9th, okay? 6 p.m. So you have meet and greet. You know, people are coming from all over the globe to come and witness the inauguration of President-elect Honorable Mason Toba, you know, and Minister Olivia Seward. You see the secretary there, Osiris or Osiris, the Egyptian guy, and Francis Doe and others. You know, so this weekend, December, beginning the 9th, that weekend will be locked down, right? You don't want to go to any event in Philadelphia because that's what this is the most talked about a program for the December 9th weekend. So from the 9th to the 10th, okay, so the 9th again will be a meet and greet, and you can see the address over the 6516 Reland Street, Philadelphia. I surmise is the residence of the vice president-elect. The next day, which is the 10th, okay, the 10th of December, at 6 p.m., you will have the inaugural ball will be starting. If you are familiar with the city of Philadelphia and its suburb or environs, you know the address, which is 100 Sharon Avenue. Sharon Hill is right on Chester Pike. You know, it's a church over there. So that's where there on the inauguration will be held. It starts at 6 p.m. You have a little admission fee. Nominal fee is $20. You can beat that amount. All right, so come and support the agenda. See the Constitution of the United Southwood Association. It says that the chapters are the supporting arms of the USAA. And so the national administration cannot do what she ought to do if the chapters are not doing what they ought to do. And so by that, it means that the chapters are the fundraising engine. Those are the people that raise money and they send it to the national administration to implement our earmarked projects. All right. So the program, so we invite you to be part of the program. the $20 admission fees. For the members, I think the meeting was held. Each member will be paying $100. You can beat that. That's one pair of Senegal. Even below that, some of you guys can be wearing all these expensive stuff. All right. So yeah, come and support. The queen of the chapter will be there. Wleh. You see other the prayer warrior, says Diana Khan. We just got our treasurer, I'm told. That's Shelley Okolosi. All right, so that's something we have to highlight too. Shelley has been a staunch supporter of the union and the chapter here. The only thing that is missing, in her participation was the holding a position. But yesterday, Shelley Okolosi, she attended our monthly meeting. She was at the meeting yesterday, and the breaking news we got that. Okay, before I even go further into that, this is a breaking news. So let's go to the breaking news section. I'll be right back. All right, so welcome back. So, like I said, the breaking news is Shelley Okolosi is now the treasurer of USAA Delaware Valley chapter. Yesterday, she was at a meeting, and in keeping with the Constitution, we had this because there was no contestant, so there was a wet ballot election held yesterday during the meeting, and she was elected as the treasurer for the chapter. USAA Delaware Valley chapter. All right, so you can see the level-headed people, they know where to go. People that believe in unity, people that believe in the concept of Apolloable, which is the motto of the USAA. So Shelley Okolosi believes in the unity of the 6 sections of the Sapo ethnic group. The Putu, the Kaba, the Nemapo, the Wedja, the Sinkon, the Dwason. Those are the 6 sections that put together. And so because of that, the people coined the word Apolloable, a Sapo word. If you don't, that's something you can add to your vocabulary. So it means unity. We are together, Apolloable. And also Shelley Okolosi being somebody who believes in that concept of unity, Apolloable. Yesterday, she decided to be an active member by picking out a position. She, her husband, Mr. Okolosi himself, wonderful man. I mean, our last convention in the second to the last, actually, the last convention was in North Dakota, but the one we had that brought President Myers to power, Mr. Okolosi himself was part of that convention. He participated in breaking President Myers to power, and he and his wife, beautiful wife. So we want to appreciate the support of our brother. He's all the way from Nigeria, but in keeping with the Constitution of the USA, it says that once you marry our daughter, you are also a bona fide and eligible member of the organization. So Mr. Okolosi is also eligible to be a position holder in our organization. And so we want to encourage the brother, since the wife has, even though we don't want to mimic the example of our brothers and sisters on the other side, when husband and wife, they are on the board, they are board of directors. I don't know, that will not create conflict of interest, and stuff of that nature. All the family members, if a family does something, the board members going to hold the people accountable. The answer to that question, of course, is no. They're not going to hold their family members accountable when Slabby Snake and our whole Green Code Jury accountable. So it's just simple concept right there. All right, now that's a breaking news from the meeting yesterday. Okolosi, we want to say welcome aboard. You're a wonderful lady. We appreciate your presence on the team. All right, let's transition. Let's go to something else on VOSD today. We want to recognize people that are joining us here and saying the chair lady. Welcome. It is the modern treasurer. Okay, for me now, congratulations. I like that. I saw the great man earlier. Mr. Mondwu is watching from the state of Texas. All right, guys. So I'm going to be. I'll read your comments later. Let's go into the show here. Please share the show for us as well. You are not sharing it, so the turnout is not too impressive to me. You got to share it. You got to share the link. I share in different groups. So all you have to do is just hit that share button as well to share the show for us. All right, let's get to something else that I want to talk about on VOSD today. All right, the the Queen of the Delaware Valley chapter, Queen Wleh, Sarnor. She will also be celebrating her birth anniversary. So the flyer was put out. I saw it. I think she forwarded that to me, it to me as well. And so I think it will be unjust if we do not advertise the birthday badge or birthday anniversary celebration of the Queen of our chapter, Queen Wleh. And so the only thing with that is the president will be leading a delegation to Worcester and that very day. So they're going to affect the celebration of that program a little bit. The president, when she is moving, a lot of people follow her. That's the only downside to that. But those that are not going, we encourage you to go and celebrate with the Queen. If I don't go on a trip as well myself, I'll be present to support the Queen. I understand she turned 21. So a 21st birthday celebration, we have to make it grand. So happy birthday to our Queen. We wish you many more years and we'll be there. If we are not there, we'll send one of our reporters to record the program. All right, let's go to something else here on VOSD. We're just doing the basic here. We'll try to get the preliminary out of the way. All right. Let me do a little birthday shout out as well to get the birthday. A couple of people that celebrated their biological day, and so I just want to also acknowledge them. At least those that I saw. I saw, for example, ladies before gentlemen. I know it's a little overdue, but our national chair lady, Manjayonnoh, I don't know what I did it last show. If I did well, lucky you. You'll get a shout out twice. But chair lady, want to say you're a wonderful lady. Happy belated birthday to you. Wish you many more years. You are a fantastic, incredible lady. You genuinely care for your people. You go, above and to do for our people. You promote the traditional singers and all those things. Try to put them on the map. It's a whole lot that you are doing for our people. Okay, so and they say the Queen should come as well. The president. Let's see what are the Queen because she has a program already scheduled. I don't know what she will be, but Queen, our chair lady, we want to say happy birthday, belated birthday to you. We wish you many more. Yeah, the Sinoe ladies are so gorgeous. Yes, one guy, I think according Stevie, he on SKTV. I always listen to him sometimes. He said Liberian women are the most beautiful women on planet Earth. I want to believe that. See our chair lady, how she looks. You can put the ice cream on her and lick it. It will not be problem. All right, so that's Manjayonnoh Smith, our chair lady of the union. She's doing a wonderful job. When it comes to fundraiser, nobody can pull for. The people then are calling us said, money making machine, they can't reach that amount. The woman can raise 62 grand. The people are calling at $10,000. Imagine that. $10,000 because when they take all the pledges on there and it's expensive, all that thing, they will be that $10,000 they realized. All right, now let's go to the next person I want to do a shout out to here. That's my sis here too. That's sis Vera Okyne. Wonderful lady as well. She also celebrated her birthday. And I saw her on Facebook. We are friends, so I want to also acknowledge her. She a great lady, fine lady. She very, very active in her community. She was a former president of Moses P. Harris. She has served in different capacities within the Graduate Association in Americas. She is now part of GGAD, a Graduate Association in the diaspora, headed by Frere Gbah. As a beautiful, wonderful lady, like I said, the Liberian lady are gorgeous. You see her over there. You can also put the muffin on her, and it will not be a problem there. But Sister Vera, I want to say happy birthday to you. She also actively involved in the national politics. She's a staunch, unrepentant sedition. Is that something wrong with it? No, that's what she wants to do. We all have our decision. Do I agree with her? I don't agree, but that's what democracy calls for. Make your choice, and we don't have to be enemies. When somebody makes a decision, that's a person's choice. To respect that. If you don't agree with the person, you can have a civil conversation about it So I respect the lady. Our women, if you look at the history of politics in Liberia, even Africa as a whole, women are not too much involved in politics since 1847. We just recently had the first female president in Liberia and the first female vice president in the country. And so it speaks a lot. It speaks of volume with respect to the political equity in the country. So the ladies are now getting involved in politics, and I want to respect Sis Vera for that. Do I support a political choice? Of course not. I think the current government is not doing what she ought to do, especially when you say you are pro-poor. When you are in the interest of the poor, we want to see your policy reflected in the lives of the poor people. But I don't see it right now. It's only reflected in a few elites in the country. All right, so now there's something I should also point out about Sis Vera Okyne. She's a very kind-hearted, very decent person. She's straightforward. When she doesn't like it, she says it. The people that can talk, they are good people. She will say what she thinks and show over, gain over. She moves on to the next thing. Right now, we are actually, she sooner rather than later, she believes in female empowerment. So we are doing what we can to make sure that she supports ESOTERIC to be the president of the Grand Judges Association in the Americas after Mr. James Ubote shall have left the scene. The young man that is going against Madam ESOTERIC, he is still a political tyro, and we don't want somebody who will say, I dropped out of school, I don't know what I don't know what a camo is and those things. It just, it's embarrassing to us. And so we need Madam ESOTERIC to be the president, and so we want to make sure that Madam Vera Okyne should support Madam ESOTERIC to make sure that our development agenda comes to fruition. We want Grand Judges County to be built. We want Liberia to be built. And so we need all leaders to have the people that have the vision for the county or for the country. And Madam ESOTERIC is one of those. And so, Madam, since Sis Vera Okyne believes in women empowerment, it is obligatory that she supports Madam ESOTERIC. If she supports that young man, it speaks to her agenda. It means that she is not pro-female empowerment. She's for, people that say, what, they deter our children from going to school, or I drop out of college. I don't like school business. That's something that my brother would say, which I think is unfortunate. All right, now let's move on to something else here. We also want to do a shout out to the heir to the British true of encyclopedic knowledge, they call the man Levi McCarvent. Also celebrated his birthday. I want to say happy birthday to the brother. One of the administrators on one of the platforms they call Intellectual Crossfire. Back in the day, that's when we used to flex our intellectual muscles over on our platform, and that's why I got to know McCarvent, very great intellectual. Yes, so McCarvent want to say happy birthday as well to you. I think he turned 39, I think something like that. And so great young man. He's quite determined. Yeah, highly educated for his age. All right, now we also want to do a shout out to the president of the Sapo Youth in Liberia. That's Christopher Nani Gbah. Christopher also celebrated his birthday, and so we want to also do a shout out to the young man. Wish you well. He's a supporter of the people that ruin our community, of course. But he is not my enemy. I don't see those people I disagree with them, but I still love them because I'm the spokesperson for the people of Sarnor County. So my children, when they go astray, I want to tell them, do my best to put them on the right path. But I don't see any of them as my enemy. As a father, you don't see your children as your enemies. And so they decided to support people, someone that divided our community, somebody who pillaged our bank account, but that the Liberian, some of the people in Liberia, it's the same thing a child said on did back in the day. You kill my father, you kill my mom, or you kill my father, you kill my mother, I'll stay vote for you. And so when somebody is economically suppressing them, they still support the people. So that's the choice of the brother. He wants to support Mr. Geleo. All right, so but Christopher, I want to say happy birthday to you. Wish you well. You are the leader for the young people in Liberia, the Sapo community, and want to say wish you well in what you do over there. All right, those are the people I want to do a shout out to. If you're out there celebrating your B-Day, agrees to your elbow. Let's go to the main business here that I want to talk about today on VOSD. One of the major things that we want to talk about today. All right, but let me see. Yeah, let me do a quick commercial. I'll be right back.
I will call you. I will take you to the warehouse, see Obama.
All right, that's I will take you to the warehouse to see Obama, and that's a liquor talk right there. I don't believe that. It's a liquor talk. Okay, so guys, welcome back to VOSD. Let me quickly talk about this, what I call the season of propaganda. Don't be credulous, okay? You know, VOSD is here to those that want to build their jargons, that want to build their vocabulary and those things. There's also a platform for you to be, you know. We don't want to give you evidential or factual information. We also try to, build you, because the words are the instrument with which you communicate, you know. So yeah, the elements of the language are words. So when you get words to your advantage, you have the ability to express yourself without, fear, without intimidation, without, all that, you got the word to your advantage. So those are some of the things. That's one of the reasons why we are here. Sometimes we put that we are not trying to be flamboyant, we just try to help our children too, to communicate professionally. If you want, professional setting, certain jargons you got to use. All right, so the season of propaganda, and I say don't be credulous. Okay, so credulity or credulous is basically an offensive way for don't just believe anything. Don't be gullible. That's another word to it. When you are gullible, you believe anything relatively easily. And what is propaganda? Propaganda is nothing but it's an offensive way in politics for lie. When somebody say I'm a propagandist, just get it out of the back of your head. The person is a liar. Yeah, propagandists. That's what they do. They take a little bit of stuff. Maybe we'll have a little element of truth in it, very tiny, and then they spin it. That's what propaganda. So they are pushing an agenda of somebody. So they will do anything to spin it. All right, that's what. So propaganda is nothing but fancy way of saying, telling people, embellishing it. Making things what they are not. All right. So again, credulous, you are gullible, you believe anything easily. So when I say, so we are in the season of politics, right? And so I think one thinker said there are two seasons where lies can be at 8 speeds. Lying can be at 8 speeds or at the peak, I should say, the zenith. There are two seasons, instances in which lies can be at its zenith. And those two seasons are, one, during political seasons, and two, during confusion or during war. So during war or confusion, during political season, people tend to lie a whole lot. Okay, so right now we are in campaigning time, if you like. That's pre-campaigning mode. We are in Liberia, because 2023 will be presidential and congressional elections in Liberia, right? And so different candidates, different people, they are carrying different stories around, okay? And we quickly want to disabuse the public of the propaganda that's floating around right now. All right, so Senator Milton Tiaje of Sarnor County, his supporters are going around, Mr. Zarzar is in the U.S. and engaging top-notch officials here with business partners and people in different, meeting with important people here, whereas Senator Tiaje does not come to the U.S., right? The man is banned from leaving the country or coming to the U.S. because of some of the weird stuff that he did when you're here back in the day, right? So Mr. Zarzar is here, right? He's in the U.S., meeting with business bilateral and international partners, all right? So, but the guys in Liberia, the supporters of Senator TJ, are saying, oh, Mr. Zarzar is not running anymore and he has given his support to TJ. That is not true. Do not believe that. There is, even if Mr. Zarzar doesn't run, which is not possible, right? The man has decided that he's going to unseat Senator TJ 2023. All right? Assuming that's an assumption, right? That's a wild assumption. Assuming that Mr. Zarzar doesn't run, TJ will be the last person that he will support. All right? There's no way on planet Earth that Mr. Zarzar will support a man who was when he was the superintendent, the people gave him nearly $3 million United States dollars to undertake 74 projects in Sinoe County, and one project he did not complete. He ate the money. The man that he was giving machines to construct or at least rehabilitate and refurbish the roads in Sinoe County. And he bought machines that do not work. This very day, Senator TJ carried those machines to Sinoe County. He packed them, they are still there. Okay? The roads are a mess in Sinoe County. The man who refused for people to get jobs in Sinoe County, he would say Booker's district resurfaces in Sinoe County. And after that, he was sponsor a bill to amend Booker district. Mr. Zarzar will not, and this is the man that Mr. Zarzar fought against, and that our people are working right now in Sinoe County. The man who fought for students to be removed from scholarship. All right? That's the man, Mr. Zarzar. So Mr. Zarzar cannot support Milton TJ. Not on planet Earth. Maybe it will be a different planet. And so people should not go around and say Mr. Zarzar is the next senator after the 2023 election. Whether you like it or not, the next senator of Sinoe County is Mr. Zarzar. We have done the calculation, we have engaged the people, we have done the polling, and it is unambiguously clear that the next senator of Sinoe County is Honorable Matthew G. Zarzar. The man, when the country needs people, when they want knowledge, they can call. When they want somebody to go to Rwanda, other countries to get ideas to come and help the government, Mr. Zarzar did not send TJ anywhere. TJ is only there in the Capitol building to steal. He is on tape and telling people corruption power, I get it, I can't deny, and those things. So, 2023, Mr. Zarzar is in the race to remove TJ, who is a hardcore tribalist, a man who celebrates the death of fellow citizens. Nambwe Mabutu, what you call it, Stanley Toba, and I can go down the line. And so this is the kind of menace we have in our county, our senator. The man who was declared guilty for corruption. Mr. Zarzar is the one that initiated the fight against corruption in Sinoe County. We brought Milton TJ to his needs. And so Mr. Zarzar cannot turn around and support such a man. All right. So we are in the race. Our dark side, your the esoteric will make sure, just the same way that we beat all the puppets, all the marionettes that TJ supported in the past. That's how we beat the man himself. The man sent his soldiers, and the soldiers were defeated. Now he is bringing himself to the political slaughter hall. All right, to borrow a phrase, a word for TJ himself. All right, so TJ is bringing himself to the democratic guillotine. All right, and we'll do so 2023, we'll deal with TJ. All right, so Mr. Zarzar is in the race. Nobody should fool you. The other miracle Liberian guy that wasting your time, he has some money. All right, he's free to participate. He can go, and he thinks we don't know the history. We're going to be on the ground 2023, going from door to door to educate our people. Do not make somebody a son of your slave masters. Again, I give you the analogy all the time. Hitler, the Jews, 6 million of them. If you are all the people that Hitler murdered, there are 11 million people, 6 million and 5 million non-Jews. Okay. And say the great-great-grandson of Hitler is running for office, and he'll be asking the Jew will vote for him? No. And so it's the same thing. We have Creighton Duncan, who is the great-grandson of the oligarch, the True Wheat Party, the people that suppressed our people for 133 years. They did not build one road in our county. They did not build, imagine. The port of Greenville is named after Samuel Ross, the man that saw our people and took them to Fanatipo. That Creighton Duncan people there. All right. And that's a man you want to support and turn your back on Mr. Zarzar that gave her the first community college in Sarnor County, something that Creighton Duncan can do in 133 years. So it's not an argument with Creighton Duncan, it's a non-issue. So you can spend a little money right now and go around and say you're running campaign. The defeat that Creighton Duncan will receive, you will never, let me see, there's a call here. I will call the lines are not yet open, guys. So please hold on a second. I will call the person back later, but the lines are not open yet. All right, so that's a little bit there, right? For Mr. Zarzar is fully in the race 2023, and there is no propaganda to dissuade you. All right, we have done our planning here. They will see campaign the 2023 when you see the convoy, the kind of vehicles that we are bringing. We're not Mr. Zarzar not doing anything. We the people of Sarnor County, the ground where we are doing. When the campaign is on our way, you'll see the real thing. We'll call you later. Right now the lines are not open yet. I'll call you back. Let's get to the next thing here that I want to talk about on VOSD. All right, let me get to the next thing here. So that's the thing. That's the don't fall for the propaganda. Well, let me see what the brother's saying. Let me answer what you do. Mr. Mondo, what's going on? So what you do? I will call you right back. I want to open the lines. Okay, let me call you right back. All right. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I do. Yeah, make people scary. I'm not here to make people unscary. I will say things that will make you scared. Yeah. And that's what Voice of Sinoe is here for. I'm not here to appeal to what people think. Yeah, I will make some of the things I will say that will make you scary, even though they are truth. You know, people don't let that's truth. Truth is very scary. It can intimidate people and make people afraid of truth. Like what truth does. All right, let's go to the next thing that I want to talk about on Voice of Sinoe here. So let me talk about this one right here. They call it. I think this is let me go to the breaking news section here. I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of Sinoe with ESOTERIC coming to you live from Prosper Park, Pennsylvania, these United States of America. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about, I call it young Sapo clarity. All right, the word clarity it can remain, it can be countable or non-countable. All right, so yeah, I'm not going to into grammar, but there are some words that you can add s to or something you can add s to, right? They can remain in a regular form. So clarity is one of those words, and clarity is nothing but intellectual, right? All right, so the young Sapo clarity compels Geleo to kowtow. All right, when you kowtow is a non-offensive way for bending down. You knee down, right, to somebody. You're genuflect, you kowtow, and you go on with the rest of the words, right? So young Sapo clarity or intellectuals compelled Geleo or Green Code Geleo to kowtow. In veneration, I should also put that because but the software doesn't allow me to put all the planning to make it longer. So the man actually, you see, when you engage into pomposity, when you people are suffering, and then you want to be bluffing, just in Liberia man would say to break morale, right? And you do this thing, at the end of the day, people will get tired. all right? And they will start to come at you. And that is what is happening to our brother. It's very unfortunate. The route that the brother is pursuing right now, the route that he's going. And if one time I wrote a piece, I said from grace to disgrace. This brother was hailed, was highly celebrated in the union when Green Coat Geleo comes. Everybody wants to see the brother. But because of power, you know, power, is very interesting. If you want to know the true color, the character of a man giving power and money, and you will know the real character of that man, the real nature of that person, the true behavior of that person, you will know. And that's what we did. We gave Green Coat Geleo power. We gave him some money in the account, little or nothing. And the brother got crazy. He showed his real self that was hiding in the closet. So the litmus test for people true behavior, their character, is money and power. Or maybe I can add woman to it. All right, getting pretty girl, getting access to women. And you will see the real character of a man. And that's what we did to Green Coat Geleo. The power that we get the brother, the man say he's not living. Because when he wants to go to Joyce's house, he'll say, I want presidential allowance. When he wants to go to Christopher Wleh house, presidential allowance. And remember, this is an NGO, non-for-profit organization. But the guy wants to make profit out of us. And so he is on Facebook and doing all sorts of things. Let me show you a little bit of something I want to talk about here before I even bring the brother on. So this right here, that's how some of the tabatas, you know, the man been engaging him for on Facebook. I mean, just bluffing. You think the president thing are bluffing. It's not bluffing, it's about changing the lives of the people. All right? Changing the lives of people. That's what we are talking about. It's not about bluffing and putting yourself in the web of family members. And you're afraid of challenge. When people challenge you, you get vexed. And you call Sinoe, what you want me to do? And Sinoe will say, you know what? Put the Constitution aside. So this is one of the activities of Green Coat Geleo on Facebook. Some of the pomposity and the unnecessary bluffing and the elementary, propaganda you're running on Facebook. January 24, 2022, this year, right? Green Coat Geleo published this. Opportunities don't happen. You create them. Sitting with the CEO of Tractors for Africa in his Bloomington office to discuss USAA partnership for farming in Africa was a great opportunity, all right? But then he was impersonating as president of the United States Association, right? All right, and we told him your time over, but if you want to be president, come to the ballot box. And the man said, oh, no, I am Idi Amin, you know, because those are the people he in court. I am Bashir. I'm not listening to anybody. I'm not going to the ballot box. When I tire, I am the Constitution and I am the electorate at the same time. I declare myself president. All right. So the man said, key on the to-do list is to acquire a huge land somewhere in the neighborhood of 200 to 500 acres. All right. That's what Green Coat Geleo wrote on Facebook. About 1 year ago now, have you seen the 200 to 500 acres of land anywhere on planet Earth? No. So it's about bluffing. It's not about, through the genuinely working with your brothers and sisters to do something for our people in Liberia. It's about bluffing, getting on Facebook and go and take pictures from the internet and just put it on Facebook. All right. So about 1 year ago, the 200 or the 500 acre of land, whatever you wanted to buy, we are not seeing the agriculture that Green want to undertake. We're not seeing any farm over there. We don't see any backyard garden anywhere. All right. If you want to start it, even my mother, she loves farming. So even in America, she got a little backyard garden in America here. Green does not even have better bug or plant a tree behind a house. But then you're talking about 500 to 200 acres. That's how the bluffing he did it. Nothing happened, right? He took no action. All right. Some of the bluffing. So the bluffing continues. I'm not going to give you a whole history of that, right? But I just give you a little bit. Now, the recent one, the same bluffing continues. You know, the lottery, the DV is open now. and people are playing the TV. Green went in the chat room of the Sapo people, and the man carried the same bluffing when you're talking about 500 acre of land you're going to buy to build whatever in Liberia or wherever on planet Earth. You need to specify where you're going to build that. All right. So he went in the chat room of the Sapo people, the Sapo were pullable in Liberia, and he posted in that chat room that all our mothers and fathers, the children, all over in the sixth section of Sarnor County or everywhere in Liberia, they should go to Freeport. And before they do that, they should send all their credentials to Andrew Suak. Because Andrew Suak is the one that will be ordering the ship, the boat, I don't know how many ships they're sending. They are talking to the Pentagon to send ship to Liberia so they can bring all the Sapo people to America. So the requirement, what you have to do is send all your credentials to Andrew Suak. Right? So that's the same tractor he wrote. You see, that's the reason I show you that post. It's about bluffing. It's about, you call it one time, you want to go to Liberia to break morale, right? And so that the morale thing, Green Coach Video is on. So he posted in the chat room, and he thinks that our children are not reading, they are not in school, they are not critical thinkers. He thinks the way he can play with our mothers and father, our old people, when he goes there, he say all these different things that he can say. So a chat room that contains the clerisy, the intellectuals, the upcoming intellectual of the Sapo community. Green Coach Dio went there, he wants to show he won't do a bluffing. So Green Coach Dio wrote this in the chat room. No, I don't have the actual post, but he took it down later anyway. So when he posted it, the young children of Sarnor County, they say, okay, Green Coach Dio said he bringing 5 or 20 ships. And so they started calling our people from the villages and towns so they can come to Morovia to get on the plane or to get on the ship or the ships that Green sending. So they can come to Andrew Suak house. So they can come to Green Coach Dio house. So they can come to Joyce house. And some of the people in Delaware, hopefully. All right. And so that's the post he wrote in the chat room. So the young people, they say, sir, you told us you are going to purchase 500 acres of land. You have not done it. And you're telling us you want to bring us to America? It infuriated the young people. And so they didn't insult him. What they did was called intellectual sarcasm, intellectual parody, intellectual satire. That's what they did to Green. The guys, they carry on this parody. They lampoon the man. And Green was forced to kowtow, to genuflect to the young intellectuals. And you see, I'm so happy that my children are now thinking. They're not saying because you're in America, so you can just say anything and then they start celebrating it. So I'm impressed. I'm doing something. The children are listening to me. They're asking the tough questions. They are not saying anything because they are not just taking anything because Green Coach Dio says it or because Dax Ayopo says it. Because for me, when I say it, they don't question it because I gave them evidence. I gave them the proof. But Green Dio is about bluffing. You put it, they will get on Facebook with fancy coat suits. And the people, the other women, and they wear fancy lapa suits. And they say that all to it. So Green Coach Dio went in the chat room of the chat room that contains all the Sapo people in Liberia and all the intellectuals, young children at the University of Liberia and different universities across the country. And Green Coach Dio said, you want to bluff in for the children. Oh, yeah, you're saying your passport, you're saying everything, I will bring you to America. I'm working with the DV people, you're sending Andrew Suak, we'll bring all of you. We'll send a ship to bring everybody. The people start calling all the people there from the villages and town to come now. Andrew Suak and Green Coach Dio and the people, they were overwhelmed with phone calls. So they told Green Coach Dio, take that post down. And Green was forced to take the post down. He did not want to take the post down, the man apologized. Here's the post Green Code Geo wrote, apologizing. The man issued an apology. Yeah, this is it. This is what Green Code Geo wrote on Facebook. Guys, I'm sorry. The man was pushed. The young people don't play with him. They said, Mr. Geo, you've been in America for how many years? Your brother on Facebook said you are a citizen. All those years you don't bring us to America. And now you're telling say you're going to use the lottery to bring all the Sapo people sign up contest so they can, basically the man is saying they wanted to reduce the tribes of Liberia. To bring the Sapo people, all of them to America. So they can leave Liberia. And so the man said he was sending a ship there. So the young people, they question you, they ask the critical question, they made fun out of him. And the man said, guys, I am sorry. And deeply apologize. Not only sorry, but he deeply apologized for playing with the intelligence of smart people. He got to apologize. You don't make fun out of people 24/7. You're buying acre of land, you can't do nothing, you're building event center in Labrador, we can't see one rock. Nothing. But he's all making fun out of the people. And so the man said, guys, I'm sorry. Deeply apologize for my recent posts about my willingness to bring all the Sabo people to America. But my shenanigans, you saw through it. The trick I was playing, the bluffing that I wanted to do, you saw through it. Guys, I'm sorry. And deeply apologize for my recent posts about my willingness and availability to help DV lottery applicants in Liberia play for them. Okay? So the man said you want to play for them, but he said, you know what? You have to take all the old money from the villages and towns. You bring them to Morovia. The shit will be coming to the free port. The real post he took down. Because all the details were in it. He took it down. He didn't want all to see it. Now when he raised that one, my sources did not send it to me quick. Yes. Yeah. The guy said, that's how you put a juicy information for you. The man wrote it in there. He said, oh, our people, they must leave their farms, their ancestral land, everything. Then all of them come to America. In sending ship. When the children start asking questions on Green Code Video, he took the post down. Guys, I'm sorry and deeply apologize for my recent posts about my willingness and availability to help DV lottery applicants in Liberia play for them. Where else do I put on information? Where else? They got plenty of platforms. Put it on your Facebook page. Better yet, if you mean well for the people of Green Code Video, the Sapo community in Liberia has a leadership. Call President Gate. Call the Vice President, Madam Solo. And say, this is what I'm thinking. What are your thoughts? The people will talk to you. But the same arrogance of this brother in the power. You say, I don't trust anybody in Liberia. Your Vice President is on the ground. Okay, let the man do the ground. The man say, I'm going down. I don't trust anybody. It's the same thing. He does not want to collaborate and cooperate with anybody. So Green Code Video say, where else do I put? There's a lot of platforms you can post stuff. You can tell your publicity man to go on Facebook who can be causing people to do it. But you not put it in the people of platform without their consent. No, you got to get their approval first. They don't just go inside us chat room and start putting information there. So at least respect other people, Mr. Gio. But this basic professional etiquette that I've been teaching you, the man is not listening. It's about bluffing. If he had done the same thing with the tractor thing and imposter, nobody would talk. But you go in this people chat room and guys say, oh, all of y'all bring your ID card and y'all bring your passport, y'all send it to Andrew Sua, I'll send in shape so they can bring everybody. I work in with DV, the library people, the US government, I'll bring everybody. And the people start asking you tough questions, now the man brought the post down. Where else do I post an information? Hoping that is beneficiary to my Sapo family. So sad, but helpful. Again, I'm sorry. The post will be down immediately. Thanks, Drio. So the man took the post down. So I want to appreciate the young people. What a BA dax are you put there? A BA G coach Rio. Anybody for that matter. When a person says something, don't just swallow it. And there is a quote. I can say verbatim. Some wise man said that. I think it's a Gandhi or somebody, but I can't quote it word for word, but I can still remember part of it. It says, teach children how to read. But above all, teach them to question what they read. All right? Teach children how to read. But above all, teach them to question what they read. Because what they are reading is not for them. Somebody else wrote it. You don't know the person's motive. You don't know the person's agenda for which they wrote that. So you got to question. So now when they're children, after all, we were infants, we were babies. It is babies that grew metamorphosed into adults. So we are adults, we are children in adulthood. And so the same concept applies to we, the adults. Anything that somebody says, somebody writes, somebody tells you, some kind of story, question it. Ask you see, questioning is the way to the brain of somebody. It's not the question you are asking, but the way the person is answering the question. You will know whether the person is telling you the truth or not. So the young guys, the young ladies, the Sapo Nation continue to be critical, but not unnecessarily, though. You have to be reasonably questionable or questioning reasonably. Do necessary, be critical necessarily, and don't do it unnecessarily, not do it because you want to nitpick. No, nitpicking is different from being critical. Critical analysis, you are looking for consistency and inconsistency. All right? When something raises doubt, ask question. And so that's what you did to Green, and the man collapsed. In no time, he said, I apologize. I will take my post down immediately. I will start making fun out of you. So next time before Green speaks, before he puts something out there, he will calculate. He will consult with other people. He will not be making fun out of people anymore. It's a huge lesson to him. It's a huge lesson to our brother. And so that's all I need. Let's do the critical thinking. Anywhere somebody is around the world, then you follow the person. All right, I got that information already. Yeah, okay. My person, you're late. I finished doing all of that already. All right, so now, that's our brother Greco Geleo, the bluffing turned to, it turns bitter in his mouth. So you're forced to apologize. Now, every devil has its own worshiper, right? And so when the young people made Green Geleo to apologize and immediately took his post down, another brother tried to come to the aid of the man. I mean, all the young people, hundreds of them, they make Green to take the post down, and the man here alone, he say, oh, you know what, I know book. I will come to the aid of Green Geleo, I will defend the man. And so the brother is called, I think Joe Yimpan or Yimpan Joe, one of them. Joe Yimpan came to the aid of Green Geleo. Hopefully that's the right picture here, I should have consulted for him. If it's not a person, I apologize, but I think that's a person. So Joe Yimpan, he came to the aid of Green Geleo, but it didn't work. It didn't work. So this is what Joe Yimpan wrote, a little long, so I can put it on the screen. I'll read it from my device here. Joe Yimpan, he knows book now. I don't know why he hasn't sent a document and he said Green Geleo doing the writing. But he didn't say a document, he didn't say a children document here to Green Geleo. All right, so this is what Joe Yimpan wrote. Now, man, both men, you're listening, you brace yourself. My fellow Sapo citizens. I like the man writing though, man, I think a good foundation. My fellow Sapo citizens. My attention has been drawn to a recent post availing free service to voluntarily process DV laddering applications for interested SAPO persons. Joe Yimpa writing you, the guy on the screen. As if this gesture was a kind of political inducement from a scheming stranger, the poster was bullied and reduced to a level of persona non grata on a broader SAPO platform without any intervention from the administrator or any elder. All right, that's what Joe wrote. So, Joe is saying Green Code Geleo was bullied. And he said the poster was bullied and reduced to a level of persona non grata. That means they don't want a man. All right? They don't want a man. The man his title was changed from persona grata to persona non grata. All right? He was accepted first. But because of the activities, the people say, no, sir, you will be run on persona non grata. We don't want you because of your activities. On a broader SAPO platform without any intervention. All right, the man said, Green Code Geleo first of all disrespected the people. He did not consult the SAPO community house leadership in Liberia. That platform did not fall out of the sky. It was created for a reason. They got leaders in that chat room. So consult with the people. Before you start asking people for their personal information to send it to Andrew Sua. Okay? So the man did not consult the leaders, the administrators of that platform. But Joe Nyimpa is saying the people did not intervene. When you proceed recklessly, that's what happens. If you conduct yourself unprofessionally, that's what happens. So what Green did not do, the man said why they didn't do it to him. So the man said he want to process people DV application. As if this gesture was a kind of political inducement from a scamming stranger, that was a scam. We don't know what the man can do with the people's information. The man who trusted him with our bank account, and he took the money from there. So why would anybody want to trust Green with the personal information? The poster was bullied. No, Green was not bullied. He was told the truth. He was not hater. He was told the truth, sir. Respect us too. Don't just come and block in front of us. You say you're starting a farm in Liberia to get rid of the rice crisis in the country. You are buying 500 acres of land. You are not bought one yet. But you're telling us you want to bring us to America. We must send all our documents to you. That is disrespect to the people. You can do it privately. But don't go public and come tell people that stuff. So Mr. Nyimpa is not proceeding rightly. So injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. That's what Dr. King said. So you don't expect the administrator to do justice to Green, but Green is not doing justice to the people. So Nyimpa went on to say, for what appears to be a jealous interplay, okay, that a default position, that somebody jealous now, all the young people there that came voluntarily, that participated in the discussion on their own volition, thousands or hundreds of them, that somebody induced them. That's how they talk down to our people. In other words, Nyimpa is saying those young people don't think. They don't think for themselves. That's what the guy is saying. For what appears to be a jealous interplay for undue relevance of one faction over the other, it was undoubted that the condemnation of this offer was decisively on the basis of the America's SAPO saga. You see, that's how these divisive people do. They always try to put people apart. Green Day start voluntarily, and the young people did that start voluntarily. But he say, oh, that the conflict in the SAPO community in America, that what the young people doing that. The guys in Liberia? Come on, guys. Just stop that sort of stuff. And that is why I'm here to correct all these problems that you guys are creating for our community. All right? You say, it was undoubted that the condemnation of this offer was decisively on the basis of the American SAPO saga, especially as the sarcastic comments mostly blazed from one side of the USAA and the SADA divide. You see? So everything is about conflict. That stuff that happened, it has nothing to do with USAA and SADA. USAA and SADA, we are not in competition. The men took our money, we took in the court, and the court, not court, by the way, mediation. We went to arbitration. And they gave us some sort of result from there, which I am now okay with. And I'm still working out mechanisms so we can appear before a judge, saying the people they are making people that Green were exonerated. That Darius Moen, who went into organization account and looted, you were exonerated. So they can come before a judge. So the argument will be made so that the evidence will be adduced. So they see whether the guys will not go to jail for embezzlement. People over there, they don't understand. Arbitration is different from going to court. The General Assembly, President Myers, is working on the bailiwick of the General Assembly. They told her, Madam President, go to arbitration. Go to mediation. Don't go to court because we don't want to put our children in jail. And so, in keeping with that, she said, let's go to court. At least so we can get something. It's a court process, but we didn't appear before a judge. And now they are going around and beating the chair. Green is exonerated. Nobody exonerated Green. You get three major things on the table. And the mediator said, of the three things, you want to get half. And you say you are exonerated? Just mediation. You didn't reach in front of a judge. And somebody, when we guys talking to another judge, the people say, don't use the people website anymore. Don't use the name anymore. Turn over all that document anymore. I mean, everything. They said turn everything over. And Green did that. But somebody said the man is exonerated. It took a legal practitioner for Green to do the right thing. But somebody will say, oh, the man was exonerated. So, since you are making big mouth, that's how you put the esoteric, the spokesperson, the person who seeks justice for all. Because the money you took, Father, you can be in a garage and you finish eating the 90,000 plus and you share 30,000. Because I will play the tip. You guys took $90,000. And when you went to arbitration, you brought $63,000. What did you do with the $26,000? And you said Green did not eat money? The evidence is glaring. The bank statement shows that. Darius Moen withdrawals slip, everything, they showed that. Kamala Ross admitted that on tape. You took the $90,000. We went to court. You told the people you got $63,000. What did you do with the $26,000? What did you do with the $7,000? What did you do with the $2,500? What did you do with the $2,000 that should have been given to college with the Wleh? We can go down the line. So you are not exonerated? No. It is the decision of the General Assembly to go to arbitration, which some of us were pushing that we should go in front of a judge for real justice to be served in our community. But the people don't want justice. They want people to eat people money and they beat their chests. People hard earn money and 5% in the garage. They finish eating $26,000. They finish eating $7,000. They ate $2,500. They ate $7,000. And on top of it, this is the $3,000. They say we still want $31,000 for it. And somebody will come tell me no nonsense. It's nonsense. The man ate the people money. We're going to talk it. And I'm going to make sure in as much Green Code, your brother and family will come Facebook and make lies up. We're going to push the thing so we can see who will go to jail. Whether the dark side you put that is talking the truth. A Green Code, and family that's ate the people money. The man who wrote the book, they call it the Constitution. And he told Green Code, I told the man to break the Constitution. So we can deduce the evidence. So my lawyer can make the case. So Green Code, lawyer can make the case. Let the jury decide. You see who's going to win. And so don't push me. When you push me, what you know one will happen. What I don't want will happen. Stay in your lane and stop lying. So John Yapan and all people that are in Liberia, they don't understand what is going on here. But they're supporting the same way the people say you killed my mom, you killed my pa. Green is killing our people economically. But Joe Yimpan said no bunk, and they're supporting the wrong disrespect, the rudeness to our people. They're supporting it. So the man said my reservation is not solely on the basis of the willful sarcasms, but a profound silence of the Sapo community in whose Wleh, Green Geleo, one of the Sapo developmental gladiators, is being sarcastically murdered on the broader social platform on it for volunteering his usual selfless sacrifice or sacrificial service for our people. See, that's what the guys do. Green is a gladiator. He been president for Salah now. What has he done? Developmental gladiator. We get a man, I'm gonna get a man, we'll get a man the money, 12 students to give our children scholarship. From reading upon Joe Yimpan stuff, he's educated against some eyes. He went to school. We get Green Code 12 students with the money, everything. After 6 years, one student was not given scholarship. But the man is telling us, the man is a developmental gladiator. A developer man is the man that builds the mind of the people. Not the man that committed mental genocide and kill our people psychologically, and you calling a development man? The man who looted our country is a development man? Is a development gladiator? You stop playing with words. We can read too. So the reservation is not solely on the basis of the willful sarcasm, but the profound silence of the Sapo community. Yeah, why the Sapo community should talk? When Green is disrespecting everybody. When he's lying 24/7 to us. Why should they pay attention to him? In whose Wleh? I don't know when the last time Mr. Joe Yimpan ever spoke about the embezzlement of Green Code Geleo. He supports that. He supports that. He supports the division in the community. And he's pressing Green Code Geleo right now. He's calling gladiator. The man is a gladiator for corruption. He's a gladiator for dividing his people. We're giving a united organization and the man divided it. That's the kind of gladiator he is. He's an anarchist. That's why. So Joe Yimpan and they just put the words around. So he went on to say, let the others go. Hand washing is the prelude to a delicious meal. So could be his meager offer as the prospect of additional offers for successful candidate. The people can play for themselves. The people should not send that information. Do it privately. Have some consultation with the leadership back home. Don't just go public platform and start telling people all those things. People got dignity. Let's respect the people too. Of greater concern is the fact that this gentleman, he said this gentleman, no, that's a typo. President Geleo was recently issued a nasty death threat by a known black sheep of the Sapo community. Okay, these are the people that carry lies around, right? How do you know for sure that the person is a black sheep? It's not white sheep. It's not yellow sheep. How did he attach? How do you know the color of the sheep? And how did he know the community from which the sheep came from? How did people then make things? So he was specific. Of greater concern is the fact that this gentleman, President Geleo, was recently issued a nasty death threat by, I don't know, he said unknown, right? Then he went on to say black sheep. Okay, if you say unknown, how did you know the color of the sheep of the Sapo? Then he put the community from the Sapo community. But you say unknown. How do you know the color and the community of something or someone that is unknown? You see, these are the people. They go around and just say all sort of things. And his willful sarcasm, this willful sarcasm, from the view of second thought, could be seen as a creeping manifestation of such threat. Okay, so he rationalizing it now. The children laugh at Green Code Geleo, so it's a manifestation. That means they come in agreeing, they want to kill him. I mean, these are the basic and fundamental, rudimentary logic that the guy put around, especially when the interval between the two chapters is back to back. All right, Green Geleo did something ridiculous. All right, and that's what the children. So it has no correlation to whoever on Facebook you say the person is unknown, but you identify the community of the person. How do you know all of those things? He says similarly, a poster from the camp of Honorable Pine or Pay William was bullied and condemned for posting a political meeting announcement and schedule. Okay. The man is saying they criticize Green Code Geleo, right? And he said he's linking it to he said that it's Sapo, the USAA and the Sada Saga. But then he's saying, okay, the person from William camp too, the person was also bullied. He said he was bullied and condemned for posting a political meeting announcement and schedule for the only Maserado-based Sapo aspirant. What are we really? So the person too, it was because of the conflict that they bullied him. And why you are bullied for? Okay. So, I mean, you got to be consistent when you say some of these things. When you proceed wrongly, the people platform is not a political, it's not a place that you can go run your campaign. So if you start running within your campaign, I put child and other people want to do it too, then you ruin the purpose, because every platform has its own purpose. Why was that platform created? Is that a place for people to run campaign? And so when people say something and say, oh, they're bullying the person, you have to understand the telos or something before you put something in it. What is the purpose of that platform? Is it to do politics? Or for people to just make random announcement? Or to discuss issues that are germane to the community, the development agenda of the organization? All right. So the man, Joe Yempan, did not rescue Green Code Geleo. He just came here to show off that he gets some vocabulary. Chairman Gate, the motto is in your hand. Green did not consult Chairman Gate, but the man now, he wants Chairman Gate to intervene. Gate is Green's friend. He did not consult him. But now, Yempan is calling Gate to come and help Green Code Geleo. Checkmate these willful posters from the outset or for the onset, or we run the race for heavy confusion. This is scare tactic, and nobody should take it seriously. This is appeal to fear. Nobody should take it seriously. May I close with this popular quote of Albert Einstein: silence is complicity with the status quo. No, not always. If anything they are nonsense, you don't participate in them. Okay? You don't answer everything. So silence is not always the case, it's not complicity. It means sometimes it doesn't make sense, and the best thing to do is to ignore it. All right? So that your Green Code Geleo over there. That your Green Code Geleo supporter, and they just turn everything upside down. I thought Yempan would talk and speak and write an essay and say, Green Code Geleo, you can't take organization money and put it in your personal bank account or on your bed. You can't take the people money, they start that money in library right now and we'll put in somebody personal account or somebody living room. You don't do that. If we are arguing, they argue and leave the people money alone. But you're not quiet about it. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I want to appreciate the Sapo intellectual. Use your freedom of speech wisely as you are done to Green Code Geleo. Continue to do that. That will strengthen those bluffers, the people that want to bluff. They will calculate when they come in for, when they want to come play on your intelligence, they will think twice. All right. So let's go on quick commercial. The liquor will be right back.
I'll give you Eddie, and you will change it into US. That's also Lala, I'm talking. That's also can you, yeah. That's true, can you talking? That's also one, yeah. When I drink it, I just be talking. That's also mistake, I just be making. But I lick out I'm talking so you will figure out. That's also talk. I say that lick out, that lick out, that lick out, yeah. I say that lick out, that lick out, that lick out, I say that lick out, that lick out, that lick out, yeah. I say that lick out, that lick out.
All right, that liquor talk. All right, so that thing Joe Yempan man are talking a liquor talk. You know, a lot of the followers of Green, they are imbibers. You know, love to drink. So that was liquor talk. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of Sinoe. We want to talk about this, what I call selective condemnation of death threat by SAPO leaders. All right? Selective condemnation of death threats by SAPO leaders. All right, and when I say SAPO leaders, I'm talking about beginning from President Francis Clarke Myers to George Gate, to the elders, to the board of directors, anybody who serves in leadership position, or anybody who believes in equity, in truth, in justice. That's what I'm talking about here. I will repeat ad nauseum. The threat issued by Josephine Jackson is unacceptable. It is unacceptable, and I will condemn it any day, any time. Now, Green Court Geo is the only man that has life, or whose life is important. Is Green Court Geo the only man when somebody issue threat, people will issue statement of condemnation? I saw the statement from Zarzar in Liberia, George Gate, and President Myers also issued a statement. She came public and also authorized a publicity man to issue threat, to issue condemnation. It's a good thing to do. But I think when you're doing these things, it should go across the board. It should not be selective. Green Court Geo life is not important than Dax Ayopode's life. All the people inside the county that Green Court Geo threaten, their life not important. Green Court Geo life is not important. I will play the video where Green Court Geo wished death upon our people and nobody issue a statement. I will show you evidence where Joyce and those people, they on Facebook and they wish death against upon my life, and no statement was issued. So I'm wondering, what sort of community we are in here? Is that a community of justice or a community of injustice? And when it cares for a man who brought division in our community and turned the back on the man who is putting out the corruption of the man in our community? Selective condemnation of death threat by SAPO leaders. President Myers did the right thing to have condemned Josephine Jackson. Chairman George Gate did the right thing to have condemned the death threat against Green Court Geo. But I think they are wrong to keep quiet when Dax Ayopoda has been threatened. They are also wrong when Green Court Geo went to Liberia and threatened our people. They don't say anything. It's wrong. Green life is not important than anybody else or any of us here. The only difference between Green Court Geo and myself, I haven't served as president of the SAPO community. Even though I have served a local chapter, a branch, a town, if you like. Vubadi Development Association, I was the president, interim. So I got the president title again. But I'm not, or maybe I didn't serve as president of all the SAPO people. But I serve as the publicity chairman for all the SAPO people in the United States. I served as local chapter secretary for 6 years, or almost 6 years. And I'm serving as all the SAPO people secretary general. But my life is not important, only Green Court Geo. And so the leaders hastily, they will put out condemnation when it is Green Court Geo, but when other people then they keep quiet. What a society, what a community we have. I'm not going to be quiet when these things are going on. Whether I'm on your side or not, when you do it wrong, I will point it out. President Myers is wrong to not issue a statement when Dax Ayopoda were threatened by Green Court Geo and supporters. She was wrong. Judge Gate was wrong to be quiet when Dax Ayopoda was threatened. Death threat was issued against me by Green Court Geo and supporter, and they know the people are showing themselves, but they're worrying about somebody who is unknown. But the people before you, they are issuing threat upon one of the most important men in your community, Dax Ayopoda. But they did nothing. They were dancing in their various homes. Oh yeah, Dax Ayopoda is a troublemaker. Hey man, die. We don't care. Let the people threaten him. And that's why I like this lady right here. Vera Okyne. And that's why I like her, and that's why I respect her. When I went to Beaumont Bridge, the woman called me. She called me aside. He said, I saw your show. I was following the show when the people issued that threat against you. Be careful, my son. Don't take our people for granted. When they say something, don't overlook it. And that's why I got respect for her. I mean, beside other things. But, I mean, you can know when somebody gets your back. And she said, my son, young man, I'm on your side. And I just want to be cautious. She called me aside. She's not a Sapo woman. But she is paying attention. Who was doing the right thing. And she said, be careful. The client, the Sapo, we are one people. When they say something, you got to be careful. And so she got my admiration. My own president. The woman I promote on a daily basis. My own Chairlaldy. She did not issue a statement. The chairman of the board did not issue a statement. The co-chairman, Dr. Jawi, did not condemn me. Judge Clarke. The people, they were visible. They didn't hide their own. They were visible on Facebook, and they said, Dax Ayopoda is next. Okay, when he said next, what do you mean? Okay, let's look at what happened. Let's look at the incident that occurred. James Yonte and his wife, we don't know what happened between them. The woman was victimized. She got killed. And in the middle of that, and Jim went to jail. And in the middle of that, Green Court Geleo, Paul Geleo, and these people, they came on Facebook and they say, Dax Ayopoda is next. Okay, there are two variables in there. Either I would be the wife who is dead or the husband who is in jail. But that does not require condemnation from the Sapo people. No, it doesn't. It requires celebration. The people on Facebook and dancing. And the family grieving. The family of Pichu, the people were grieving. And Green Court Geleo and George Sayon and Kamala Ross and all the people there on Facebook and dancing and said, that's how one person is gone, that's how you put his nest. Imagine our community. And everybody was quiet. No, that doesn't require a public statement. That's how you put his issue. A life is nothing. You can kill the man anytime. That's good. So that is the injustice of the Sapo community. And we will speak. I will make sure to make Sarnor County to be a noble society, to be an equitable society. I will make the Sapo community to be an equitable society. When you do it, I will say it to you. Whether you my man or not, whether you my friend or not. It is unjust to do selective condemnation. Death threat is death threat. You are listening to Green Court Geleo issuing death threat, and nothing was done. I will play the video. I will play the video. Green Court Geleo read before our people in Liberia, and he issued death threat, and nothing was done. Nobody said anything. Let me play it for you.
You saw your dying warrior in Ninneh, Master Warrior, Nasa Ninneh, and you saw a Siabo Podi. Gabo warrior to you saw Podiabo. Then so long you saw a Saplado Parada Didia Podios. Then you saw a Muapo Nete before Mass, you saw Yapo, my time, my brain, you saw you saw Rubo. Like, way you saw Muapo, Lambade, you saw one Nadia and to go to it. Over Nia Tojo, Nia Nage, over Nia, you will get. I knew I started get more when you're not yet. Can't why you are don't near behind. Can't walk class at them. You are 1 9 sound. Then I'm probably. Would you say down you? Hello?
Remember, the woman was addressing Green Court Geleo, all right? Now, Green, she's talking to. And listen what Green was saying.
Okay, I get it.
Listen to that statement. Before Green Geo comes in, the woman did nothing but wish grace, the grace of our ancestors. Abaya Nanimo, Abaya Mlaniomo, the ancestors' blessing be upon you. Be homo Green Geo. The woman said, nice stuff to the man. May God bless you, the God of our ancestors, be with you. And what the woman said, listen to Green Geo respond. The first thing, he indicted the people. After the woman said that beautiful thing to him, he said, you know what that means? It means don't do wage. Okay, it's a different position. The people, they are witchcraft. That's why he's saying other word. You shouldn't play with, you shouldn't put voodoo on people in other thing. All right, that's the first thing he said. The next thing, what did he say? Okay, it's a death threat. But what did the people do that is equivalent to Wessaism? That is equivalent to voodooism. The woman wished the blessings of the ancestor. And the next thing Green came and said, don't do voodoo. Don't be witchcraft. Okay, how is that statement applicable to what the woman said? But the man has a default position already. He sees those people are witches and witchcrafts. And so he said, I'm a man, you will die. So Green right there threatening our people with death. You will die. That's what Green said. Nobody condemned Green for the rudeness he exhibited to our people, for issuing death threat against our mothers and fathers. And one of the women was forced to reply and say, I said, Wujubo, the man indicted our people right there. He disrespected our people and he wished death upon them. I'm a man, you will die. Oh yeah, George Gatte wasn't the president by then of the Sapo Polwebo or Sado, but no condemnation from the Sapo community. President Myers, by then she wasn't the president, but she was the president for the chapter, and no statement from her. Mr. Sabwe was the chairman of the board, no statement from him, no condemnation whatsoever. So Green Coach deal there issuing death threat. And on top of that, you say you will die. Okay? But that is okay. That should be celebrated by the leaders of our community. It should be celebrated. People, so they proceed in the community. They do selective condemnation. I believe that more Green or threat I knew it. I shall royal boy. But you don't know condemning why? Why is it Green should threaten other people? Why Green should indict other people? Am I supporting the idea of Josephine? No, I don't support it. But it is not okay as well for Green Court physically to threaten, to indict our people, and nothing was said. It's not okay. And these are the things that will continue to fight in our community. One-sided pendulum of justice. It just tilted one side. And I want the pendulum to be at the point of equilibrium. It shouldn't be one side. It shouldn't, whether you old man or young man, the condemnation should go across the board. My own father, Honorable Tusua, Green Court video threatening our people. His children came on Facebook and issued death threat against me. He said nothing. But when I said on my platform, I angry and wrote a whole book on Facebook. When he watched his children issuing death threat against me, I'm next to be there or to go to jail. You see, so that's the kind of community we have. When it comes to telling people they know book, when it comes to telling people they don't know book, yes, his children, they're on Facebook. They're on Facebook. And they say, yeah, Jane Yote gone. His wife gone. You next. And that wasn't alarming to the elder. That wasn't alarming to Francis Myers. That wasn't alarming to Dr. Farley or Dr. Tarley. It wasn't alarming to Boto Jawi. It wasn't alarming to George Gatting, and so on and so forth. The people are not hiding you. They're visible. The people that not only issue death threat against me. The people insulted my mother based on anonymous account. And they say that Dr. Ayopo there. Every time somebody does something on Facebook, it's that. Then they insult my parents, they insult my whole generation. But no statement. No, that is okay. They can insult Mr. Zarzar. They can insult Nessa Zarzar. Anybody related to me is okay. No condemnation. No statement from any elder in the community. No statement from any leader in the community. That's the community, community of injustice. And I, the one, will bring justice to the community by holding your feet to the fire. You will not do that selected justice stuff and the honor green code. You put everybody writing. And somebody who is unknown, but the people are known. They are physically there. Who you call? Joyce is saying, Dax, she wrote on my post, you are nurse. No, that does not call the attention of the elder. That does not call the attention of the leader. No, you are nurse. But all of them, they go on the platform. Honorable Wleh, all of them writing on that post. But they can't condemn people that are visible before them. Green stood before our people and issue death threat, and you call them witches and witchcraft. No, that does not require condemnation. That is simple community. But guess what? I am not giving on you guys, though. We're going to make sure that you do the right thing. I'm not going to give. I'm convicted. You know what Dr. King said? If you do not find something to die for, you are not fit to live. I am convicted that what I'm doing here, I'm convicted I will do it. You give me the next 200 years, I will do it. I'm not giving on you. You will do that which is right. You will not celebrate people that loot from you and they build palaver huts and you're celebrating it. And you are in the great United States of America. You're seeing all the skyscrapers. You're seeing the people building bridges on water and you're celebrating palaver hut. And the man ate more money than he built one house in Liberia. And I learned that somebody who celebrates mediocrity. No, I celebrate excellence. The best. That's what we need for our people. And so people, that is the selective condemnation of the death threat of the sample leaders. They do so when the person is very important to them. When a person has big position, then they celebrate you, then they protect you, they issue statement. But a Secretary General for the sample people in the Americas is not a big position. A former publicity man, the man that made the people to know Green Coach deal. It's not a big position. Maybe not. So you have to be president when they issue death threat before they can post statement outside. When they say, oh, you say wait back here, then the elder will come outside. Why you say that? I condemn you. But the children I read on Facebook, they said that's how you put it. You will be the next person to be dead after the wife of Jane Yonte, or you the next person that will be going to jail forever. But that doesn't bother the elder. That doesn't bother anybody in the community to condemn that, to come public and write a statement, or to come and speak on Facebook. No. That's how you put it. You're not getting it. Oh, that man, the problem in the community, let the man die. I'm here to stay. We got a long way to go. I will make sure I leave an indelible mark of justice in our community in Sinoe County. When I leave the area, I say, oh yeah, that man, he was stubborn for doing the right thing, for peppering us with the truth. I will do that. I'm here to do it. Our mothers, the mother gave the passionate message to Green Coach Geleo, be humble. Don't feel because you get money and you show your hands up. Respect people. You all remain together. God bless you. May the ancestor be with you. And Green turn around and call the people witch trash and witches and say you will die. But no condemnation. That's good. You got Green out of Dolly. Green is not my daddy. I will tell you the truth. I don't hate him. He's not my enemy, but he is proceeding wrongly. And I will tell the brother, all of you that when I'm proceeding wrongly, you tell me to. Don't just say words though. Get me the evidence of how I'm doing things wrong. Because that's what I do here. I give you the evidence. This is how you are going wrong, and here is why you are going wrong. I show you everything. I don't make up anything. Now, let's go to the last thing that I want to talk about today, which I want to engage with the brother of Green Code Geleo. Paul, you know that biblical people, they can lead their own thing and then they go to thing in the Bible. Paul, you know the history of the biblical Paul, right? He was a persecutor and a murderer of the Christians. And one time he was walking and he was hallucinating, and he said God appeared to him. And it began from Saul to Paul, a good man now. And so that's the man that Paul Geleo, they named, the people named their son after, they say Paul. Look at the man legacy. What did he do to the Jews? What did he do to the Christian? We're putting them in the lion's den. That's what he did. But yeah, they named their sample man Paul. And that's a yepo there. That's a yepo there. More months a yepo there. I love my people. Not because in America I say Paul are conspicuous. What about things they're giving their children? I say, what's about your identity? You can see the Nigerian people. The men are highly educated. But when they say Okuchukuchaka, the chorus, that damn, you identify with yourself. But we run here, we run away from ourselves. We Paul, we Amos, we John. I say, what? Sapa Meko is that John. He said, Francess, he Myers, you Smith. Ali Maya, you know, it's okay. And he said, Joyce. I think Sinoe is good. Sinoe or Sinoe? No, or Sinoe. Maybe I was Sinoe, but Sinoe, there or no. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I must talk about Paul Geleo, the brother of the anarchist in our community, Green Code Geleo, the chief anarchist, the chief divider, the greatest money eater in the history of the Sapo community. The Green Code Geleo I'm talking about. The people that will make allegations against Dr. Yopore and they will not give you any evidence, a iota of evidence, they will not produce it. Nothing. They just make allegations. And so I have adduced multiplicity of evidence or pieces of evidence against Green Code Geleo. I never came public to just make random statement against the brother. Everything I say, I give you the evidence. Instead of Paul Geleo, the brother of Green Code Geleo, doing the right thing. Because the last time I checked, I have heard it from Christian, their God is the God of justice. And so one would have thought an apostle, a follower, a preacher of the message of a just God would do justice to all. The person who is doing injustice is your brother, your son, your father, your mom. Do justice. Tell the truth. No, Paul Geleo said, no. I'm not going to say the truth. I'm going to take side with Green Code Geleo. He can take $90,000 from the people's account without anybody's approval. He can take $7,000 without the approval of the authorized authority. He can do it. He can go by the new constitution they call Slabisne, who can say, do your own thing and put that document aside. And so, the United Support Association that was handed over to Green Code Geleo from President Obaku after 7 years conflict. Obaku led the organization for 2 terms, solidified the union, raised enough money, and say, you know what, a leadership or government is continuity of service. I'm going to make things better for the person that will come after me. So I'll raise the funds because we had nothing to start with in the first place. So I'll raise the money. And then the next person can pick up from where I stop. And then the next person will hopefully the person will make things better. And the next person will pick up from there. And that's how you get development. So Obaku did his part, kept the union together and raised sufficient money and gave it to Green Code Geleo. Again, money and power expose the real character of a man. And so they gave Green Coat Geo power and money. And so the man became Pol Pot. He became Idi Amin. He became the greatest dictator in the history of the Sapo community. And so Dr. Ayopode, who was working with Green Coat Geo, I cannot be with you and you will be exploiting the people and you expect me to be with you. No. And so I cautioned the brother a couple of times. So I called him, saying emails, gave him my advice, and he listened to me not. And so I sent him my resignation. Because I must do the right thing. And so we did the right thing. And Paul Geo came to the brother, his brother rescue. Yeah. Paul Geo, Bible is clear. Elementary English. Thou shalt not tell lies. Exodus 20:16 is right there. It says it clear for Paul Geo. Do not lie. Do not tell lies in the 10 Commandments right there. But like the unsophisticated people who will see anything on social media and they just say that the other person, they will accuse the person with no evidence, Paul Geo joined the choir. And he came on Facebook, linking him to Josephine Jackson, who issued that ridiculous threat, linking me to Sekajibo. I'm not friends with any of the people. I don't even see what they post on Facebook unless somebody tells me. But yeah, that Dr. Ayopode are doing all of that. For that, for somebody unknown, they cost my mother, they cost my father, they cost everybody around me. For unknown person, the action of unknown person. So they took what somebody they don't know did and put it on me. All right? The issue statement. But the people that are unknown, no statement. Paul Geo is okay for his brother in the group that he is with to threaten me. That's okay. Paul Geo can celebrate that. It's okay for Paul Geo brother to go to Liberia and threaten our people with death and call them witchcrafts. Paul Geo is okay with that. He's fine. Yes. It's okay for Paul Geo brother to eat the community money. That's okay. That's the worshiper of a God of justice. Even though I think the God in the Bible is a God of injustice, giving the legacy. The resume, if you brought that Bible to me as a resume of somebody who applied for a job before me, I would not allow that person to enter my office after reading that. No. You got to go in the Bible. It's a demon. That's what is supposed to be called demon. That's it, though. But that's the God that Paul worships. He prays though. So I understand why Paul thinking is upside down. I understand that. The man after whom he was named, the man was a murderer. So I understand that. So when people are before him visibly issuing death threat, Paul Geo celebrates that. It's okay. Paul Geo can celebrate that. And so my last segment here is to engage with Paul Geo. So maybe you can consider this to say Paul Geo versus Dr. Ayopode. So I said denuding, when you denude something, you scrape it naked. It's an offensive way for denude. So denuding and sequestering, when you sequester something, so we scrape the lies of Paul Geo naked. And then we sequester, when you sequester, you isolate, you quarantine. All right? That's what we want to do. Because it is contagious to the community. And so we're going to denude the lie of Paul Geo and sequester it. That's what we're going to do. Because it is deleterious to our community. Harmful, inimical to our community. For a man on the pulpit to come and lie in public and did not show us a shred of evidence that links Josephine Jackson to Dr. Ayopode. A shred of evidence that links Sekajibo to Dr. Ayopode. And he will come public. To join unsophisticated thinkers. And he says he's supporting a brother. Ele Charles Taylor, Chucky Taylor supporting a father. And the father murdered 250,000 people. Green Coat Geo deprive our children education, 12 students. That is okay for Paul. Green Coat Geo ate our money. He divided a united organization that Obaku gave him. Paul Geleo is okay with that? Yeah, so I must engage Paul claims because unlike them, they will make claims. So I'll engage with Paul Geleo's claim here, and you will decide for yourself at the end of the day. Okay? So we are denuding and sequestering the falsehood of Reverend Paul Geleo. That's what we're about to do right now as the final thing for the day that we'll talk about. So let will play the video. Let me make myself big. The two of all will be on the screen. So we can engage each other here. Where's my video? Paul Geleo run away. All right, I'll just stay from that angle. I want to make an equal. All right, yeah, equal here. So Paul will be like that, and I'll be here, and we'll talk. Now let's know, Geleo brother, the man who loves a brother, and you think someone will hate the brother. No, I love Geleo, and I'll repeat that. I love the brother, and that's what I'm doing. What I'm doing here. When I hate the man, I will be quiet. But the man is doing the wrong thing, so as somebody who loves him, I must tell him the wrong. And I expect him to tell me the wrong. And then we'll make reforms. But the more I point out your wrong things, you guys continue to do more wrong things. And I wouldn't be quiet. So if you guys want to turn the next page in a book, just stop making allegations. Just stop the lies. And we'll be fine. But in as much you will continue to lie, hopefully that audio did not come. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Because the other day it did. Let me check something here quickly. Sometimes. The other day it did. Let me check something here quickly. Okay, the audio is fine. The audio should be fine. I'll try that one more time. The audio should be fine. All right. All right, it's good. So we want to denude and sequester Paul Geleo's falsehood. So we want to listen to Paul here. All right. And my own year, I will show Paul Geleo did not give us one stray, one scintilla, one iota of evidence to prove what he said against me. But I will show you, he said, Matt, doesn't have any evidence. He just lie on Facebook. All right, we'll see who lie, right? So let's go into it.
Oh, yes, of course I do. How long have you been living in Workwood?
Since my grandmother died a few weeks
I'm sorry, my daughter is calling me from Liberia.
Let me see. I'll take it down and bring it again. The audio is not coming up. So I'll go back and I'll bring that video back. I'll take it from the studio and bring it back. I need to do that. Let me bring it back in studio.
Russell? Oh, yes, of course I do. How long have you been
Hopefully it will play.
since my grandmother died a few weeks
I'm sorry, my daughter is calling me from
Paul Geleo doesn't
Liberia.
want to. I don't know why it's not playing on my side. It's playing, but it's not playing. I'm not hearing on my side. Let me do something. I'll bring it down. I want to do something. I don't know what the problem was right now. Let me remove it. Let me do this quickly. I'll be right back. Let me check something here. Let's see.
Russell? Oh, yes, of course I do. How long have you been living in Workwood?
since my grandmother died a few weeks
I'm sorry, my daughter is calling me from
It's
Liberia.
strange. He is playing. He's talking, but I can hear it from my end. I want to hear Paul. So I will go on a commercial here. Let me see. Let me take some of these things down. I'll go quick commercial. We have to talk about this. We got to. I will be right back. Let's see what the issue is. This is mute. Let me play the music. I'll be right back. Let's see what we can get a music here. The music. Different studio.
This one a real one. Okyne, I don't really stick a long time. Lyrical, mash up the place.
This is funny. This is strange. I haven't seen this before. Let's see. Let's see. This is the problem right here. Oh, I think that was the problem. I think so. Let me see. Let's see here, guys. Let me try this and see. All right, good. It's playing on my side now, so we can bring Dr. Paul back here. Yeah, I think my device. All right, welcome back, guys. Sorry for that technical little issue over there.
I'm sorry, my daughter is calling me from Liberia.
Then get you Dr. Reverend Paul Dio.
So, I put down that coin. Go to that nobody should talk it. You sign, your people signed. They didn't tell you. You violated that agreement.
Okay, I don't know what agreement I violated. All right, but let's go ahead.
You say lawyer not fair. Why they have to divide money?
Oh yeah, I get my opinion. If something happens, I must get my opinion. I think the people of the union did not get justice. 5 of you cannot be in the garage after taking $90,000 is on file. I'm not making it up. Let's show Paul Dio some little evidence before we go ahead, right? I did not make anything up. This is what Paul Dio brother did. Yes, the $90,000 from the bank account. All right. You see that the first day they sent man Darius took $50,000. The second day he took $40,000. All right. So that brought our account to $5,000, $5,075.26. The total here $90,000 is the bank statement. I'm not making anything up. After that, Paul Dio brother went back in the account and withdrew $7,236.28. Even though the board told him not to take the money. But Sinoe, who is the Constitution, and say, you know what? You're called teleconference. So we, the supporters of Green Code Geo, can vote on the man travel allowance. But that's not the Constitution you wrote, sir. You said that the board should approve. So Green called his members, the people on the teleconference, and it was clear. The people that got on teleconference, they said at General Assembly. But Sinoe said the people that are sitting in convention. The people on teleconference, they are not in convention. So they can't be, teleconference is not mentioned anywhere in the Constitution. All right? The one that took the money illegally. Paul Dio say Allah. Yeah, it's the slip. The $2,500 that Green went for without board approval and took and dished out to a family member. $2,500, he gave it. Paul say, I'm a liar. So we want to see who is a liar, right? I'm showing you the evidence. We'll go on with more. This is the scholarship. Sorry, it's small on your side. I can make it bigger. The scholarship that was approved, right? I want you to show. I want you to see that. Here is the letter for the COVID-19. The 10,000, I will make it. I'll show you the letter so you can see it a little small on the screenshot I did. All right. So these are pieces of evidence I'm showing you, just to be clear. I don't believe in playing games like these guys that lie to people. So I will show you the evidence so that you will know that Paul Dio is the one that lying, not me. Because I have no business lying to anybody here. All right, let's look at first this one. All right, this is the voucher for the $7,000. Let me view it from this side. I'll make it bigger. Sorry. All right, that's the voucher here. This is the voucher that Green Coach View wrote. It's not me. This is it. So you see the 7,000, they wrote that. Guys, you're going to wait for me, please. I'm still on. I'll soon be done, okay? I'll be there right there, okay? Wait for me. Students, you're not listening. All right, I'll be right there. No, guys, I'm not watching. All right, so this is it. This is the voucher the brother wrote, right? And the boss said, take that voucher, but we're not going to approve it. This is the communication that he wrote for the money. All right, this is the letter that Green Joe wrote. It was written here. The thing sometimes they don't put date on it. Over here, so you see here, dear Chairman Sagwe, found attached the voucher for your perusal and timely approval to facilitate our travel for the dedicatory ceremony of the newly erected Nessus Quarter in Billable Creek, Johnson's District, Sinoe County, Liberia. The event will. So they put all this in there, right? And the boss said, don't take the money. I'm not making anything up here. I just want to show you the evidence, right? So Paul Dio say, I am the one that lie. All right? I am not the one that telling lie. It's Paul Dio. So this is the money that they took. Let me show you another one. Let me end that and show you another one. Let me show you another one so you can see. Let me show you another one, okay? Paul Dio said Dr. Yapoda is a big liar. He does that and the other. All right. This is the letter, right? The boy wrote him. Dear Mr. Geleo, on behalf of the members of the Board of Directors of USAA, I would like to thank you as our president, members of the COVID-19 relief team, and other members of USAA. The use see why is always does that. Let's see, guys. Yeah, sorry, the device. Let me see. Let me do a commercial here.
on the beat.
All right, guys. Sorry, this man. I don't know what the mixer for some reason it just it cuts off, and that's what the problem is. Yeah, let's see. Let me test my audio here. That's what the problem is. Yeah, so this is the COVID-19 relief package here. All right. That's the communication the board sent to Green Corps, what you call him, Paul Geleo, the brother of Green Corps Geleo, right? That the communication that people send. I can show you other thing here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't just want to bore you a lot, right? But I can show you all the different documents with evidence. I don't have to make up anything like they do. They come on Facebook and just make up stuff, right? Let's come, for example, and show you. So this is what Green Corps Geleo said. After, let me show you this other one. All right, so after the people wrote the stuff, this is what Green Corps Geleo wrote. He said, Honorable Sabwe, we acknowledge receipt of your communication in treating the executive committee to design and develop a relief package for our people here in America and Liberia amid these global unprecedented situations, COVID-19. In our interstanding committee meeting, it was discussed and concluded that since this was a brilliant idea generated from the board of directors, it would be prudent. It would be prudent where you are to prepare and provide us a blueprint. Okay. Sneha is the project man to give us the blueprint you're talking about. That's Sneha's job. But instead of Green Corps Geleo asking Sneha to do a job, he went back to the board and said, you give me the blueprint. All right. That's what he did. And the same man would turn around and say, oh, the board is doing the executive job. When the people told him to set up the electoral commission, multiple times the elder came, they intervened, the man did not do it. The elder, when the board of director, when the elder instructed the board, they said, okay, go ahead and set up election commission. Green got angry and said, oh, the board doing the executive job. But the executive, what the executive is supposed to do, Green said, you know what? I'll read that again. In our interstanding committee meeting, it was discussed and concluded that since this was a brilliant idea generated from the board of directors, it would be prudent were you to prepare a print, a brilliant, okay, dropping a prepared and provide us a blueprint. We will seize this opportunity as a good beginning to strengthen our partnership. Okay, so now he wants the board of directors to do Sneha's job. Who is this project man? All right. The board also gave him the blueprint. Up to now, Green Corps Geleo did not give the $10,000 to our people. The question is why? These are the things that I've been criticizing Green Geleo on. I'm not just unnecessarily bashing the brother. No, I'm not on bashing spree here. I'm here on evidential and moral grounds. The people gave you the opportunity to feed our people, and you refuse to do that. And Paul Dio say, oh, Dr. Ayopo is a liar. I am not a liar. I'm a factual man. And that's why I've been giving you guys the evidence. If you go by and end this, I gave you more, right? You want more? I can still give Paul Dio another evidence. I can give you more. A whole day I can give you these things. They are all in my email. I got everything stored because I know this day will one day come. These guys will lie. They will come and lie to our people. All right. Let me see. I can show you the bank statement, all these things. They are right here. They didn't go nowhere. The looting, the guys carry on. I can show you all the bank statement, everything here. See it? Everything. I can go on all day. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to show you a little bit of the thing that the guys been doing, right? That I'm speaking on, and they say, oh, the man is a liar. The man is a liar. I am not a liar. These guys are the liar. They don't show anything. So now let me bring Paul Gidio back so we can have a conversation.
So Banu, oh man. Are coming by, my people. Continue. Banu dem na Wleh. Bam baronyo. Now bakoti. But you don't know I blow bedrully. Green did $90,000 or did $90,000 or invest $90,000. The Green is your own brother.
Okay, so the man is saying Green is my own brother. Let's see. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Green is my own brother. But the fact that somebody is my brother, it doesn't mean when you steal, I should support you or I should celebrate you. No. You can be my own brother, my own father, my own mother, my own whatever. If you steal the people, the community money, or something that does not belong to you, we have a problem. We're going to have a problem. So Paul Gidio is telling me, oh, yeah, Green cheated your own brother when you eat the people money, I should forget it. No, I'm not going to forget it. You start lighting me.
So what's about Green brother? Green said they were.
All right. Who here believes that Green did not eat any money? Green said they were, meaning that he did not eat any money. Okay, Paul Gidio. Green said they were. What happened? Who gave the man the $7,000? Who did? Who approved that? Paul got to tell us. Who ate the $7,000? Was it USAA-DVC? Was it Dr. Ayopo then? Was it Boto Jawi? Was it Maya Toli? Was it Maya Modwood that ate $7,000? So he said, other Green said that already. No, Green ate something. So don't lie to our people. Who did he give the $2,500 to? Who authorized it? He said Green said that already. The man ate the people money. The man did. There is nothing you can say about it. The man took $90,000. 90 grand. How much he took? And this is the best statement. Let me call Kamala Raw to prove that too, okay? To demonstrate that the $90,000 they got it. Let me call Kamala Raw on the floor here.
That's very project because people are very concerned about the 90.
What did she say? The people are concerned about this 90,000, right? Listen.
That we have in our possession.
Let me bring it back.
Are very concerned about the 90,000 that we have in our possession and the project that we want to undertake because of 92,000 plus. Look at what we raised during our convention. We didn't have that money in our possession. And knowing that peace was unstable and the concern of the people was mainly the money, the safety and security of the money.
Mainly the safety and the security of the money. That's what the people are concerned about. And that's our too our concern about that. The safety and the security of the money was paramount. Because people took their $5, $10 from all over the place so that we can do something for us, for our people. So you can't take the people $90,000 in your possession and Paul Gidio say, I don't want to lie. Listen.
I decided that I should meet with the president, other board members that were present, and executives, that we made some changes in the project.
Okay, so that's what I did. So the 90,000 is confirmed by Green Court Geo board member. This woman, she the one validated that. She was the one talking. You want to listen to her again? It's brief. I'll play her again so you can listen.
So that free project, because people are very concerned about the 90,000 that we have in our
People are they are highly concerned about the $90,000 we have in our possession.
possession. And the project that we want to undertake, because of 92,000 plus. Look at what we raised during our convention. We didn't have that money in our possession. And knowing that peace was on the table,
Knowing that peace was on the table, all right? That peace time.
and the concern of the people of being less the money, the safety and security of the money.
The safety and security of the money. All right? Madam Kamala Ross acknowledges that. But guess what? They did not save the people money. They did not protect it. We went to court. They took $26,000. They said that's the $3,000 we'll get. That's what we have in our possession. Okay, you're telling me we have the $90,000 in your possession. Why you told the lawyer, your Somalian man, you got $63,000? Why? And Paul Gio said they didn't even.
Sandy on the beat.
Tosa gone somewhere. Mojiwe, I do trouble. Mojiwe, I do trouble. When you are here, why way I am. Mojiwa, you're the one you are. More trouble for me, Yasino. More nanny, you're going to say. More pala, more beer, you are pala. Mononuga, more say what manuga. More joy, more joy, more joy. More joy, more joy, more joy. Time somewhere, time somewhere, time somewhere. Time somewhere, time somewhere, time somewhere. Go somewhere, go somewhere. Go somewhere, go somewhere, go somewhere. That's it, go somewhere, that's it. Go somewhere. We joy, time somewhere, go somewhere. Me wanna sign it, go somewhere. I know you're signing, go somewhere. You're signing, go somewhere. Me wanna see you, go somewhere. I'm playing, go somewhere. Go somewhere, go somewhere, go somewhere. Go somewhere, go somewhere, go somewhere.
Let me see what I get the technical issues set up here. Yeah, I might change the microphone later. I think the mixer on the microphone is mixing up right now. Yeah, sorry guys. So let's see whether we can wrap this up. Yeah, sorry, I'm going back and forth here. Something easy, gotta be going back technology. I don't know for whatever reason it will just stop charging the mixer. All right, let's see. Let's just deal with Paul. So the $90,000 was confirmed by Madam Kamala Ross, and the bank statement also proved that. All right. So I'm not making anything up here. Maybe I accidentally did not put the bank slip here. That's a thread from from Darius. Maybe I forgot. I didn't put it there. So now you can see all the pieces of evidence here. I'm not making it. I'm not manufacturing anything against anybody. I'll show you what I'm talking about here, right? Now let's bring Reverend Paul back here.
In the reading blue equally. But I get that. So you put that bow hand. Or Chin Colo or Josephine Davis. I mean Josephine Jackson.
All right. So what he just said, let me see. Somebody I will call somebody to refute that, not me. All right. So let me call the former president of the Republic of Liberia to refute that.
First of all, let me just say, what you just said is a blatant lie. L-I-E, lie. First of all, let me just say, what you just said is a blatant lie. L-I-E, lie.
All right, I didn't say that. It's Ellen Johnson-Sirleaf that said it. What Paul Gio just said is a lie. It's a blatant lie. L-I-E. Dr. Yopode is not Josephine Johnson. Just the same way Paul Gio is not Dr. Yopode. Okay? Dr. Yopode is not Siakolo. Just the same way Paul Gio is not Dr. Yopode. All right, so this man cannot make things up. Even the president, the former president of Liberia, Ellen Johnson-Sirleaf, does not agree with him. You want me to call Ellen Johnson-Sirleaf again? Ellen, please come to my rescue.
First of all, let me just say, what you just said is a blatant lie. L-I-E, lie.
All right? Now, Ellen said it. So let's listen to Paul.
Sekajibo. Just because of my green damage.
No, I don't want to damage Green. Green damaged himself. I did not tell Green to go in the people account and go take $90,000 from there. No. I did not tell Green to go take $7,000. No. I did not tell Green not to give $2,000 to College Bullet when the boss said give it to her. No, it's not me. It's not me that took $2,500 and gave it to family. So Green damaged himself. I didn't tell Green to declare convention in Minnesota. It's Slabby Sinoe. You want me to call Slabby Sinoe to prove that? Let me call Slabby for you.
Document, but you're not following the document, but you say, oh, I'm following the document. No, you are not. Where in the document you wrote out the president can declare convention? Where? Nowhere. So that's the first infraction.
I asked that man the simple question. Slabby Sinoe froze. Because he knows that nothing in the Constitution that gives the president authority to declare convention. Listen to him.
So you can't tell your brother, say, oh, I mean, what you're doing is wrong. But you follow him. I told you to do it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's the contravention of the very document you wrote. No, there's no contravention there. But then give me a constitutional reference and the president can declare.
All right, the man has nothing to say. What's it? The man he can't declare what he put on paper.
And Green is my only brother. I can't be here for somebody to damage Green.
No, I'm not damaging Green. Green damaged himself. You damaged Green. Slabby Sinoe damaged Green. All right? He the one you guys told the man the wrong things to do. I didn't tell Green to go declare convention in Minnesota. I didn't tell Green to divide the South people. I didn't tell Green to withdraw $90,000. I can go on and on. I didn't tell Green not to give the people 12 students that they approved. I didn't tell Green not to give the people the $10,000 the board approved. So how is it that you are damaging yourself? You're looking at your brother damaging himself, and you are accusing me? I have nothing to do with the damage that Green caused to himself.
I can't be here. I'm not telling you that you are thinking that asthmatic. That you are thinking that asthmatic as you are.
No, the question you're asking, nobody is saying it's smarter. The only thing we are saying, you can't take group money and pull it on your bed. You can't. Your brother can go take the group money, the people money they gave you constitutionally. The organization has a constitution. They have ways in which money can be taken from the account. You told your brother to take the people money and go pull it on your bed. Then you're asking that kind of question? Nobody's smarter about you. You guys are doing dumb things. It is simple as ABC. Don't take people money that does not belong to you alone, and pull it on your blanket and took it from the account that we agreed that the money should be. Then you say you're smart. Nobody is saying they're smarter than you. You are doing the wrong thing, sir.
We are one people. Kamle Ross, who is not.
All right, the man took the people money and took it from the account and put it in his living room or whatever he put it. And he said, oh, don't go to court. We are one family. Let Green eat the money. Listen to him. So he come in court, Kamle Ross now. Yeah, listen.
A pastor went to you people. There's no need for us to go to court. The money is here. You don't believe it?
Okay, the man said he didn't take $90,000, but he said the money is here. Okay, sir, you said Green did not take $90,000, but the money is now here. Okay, it's magically just appeared now. Okay, so what the lies you said that's how your put is telling? The money is here. We should not go to court, sir. Put the money in the account where it's supposed to be. It shouldn't be in your living room, and you say we should not go to court, and we are before we even got to the money to settle the election commission, you refuse to do that. To give the COVID money, you refuse to do that. Everything you refuse. You took the people money and say, "Oh, you know what? We are one brother. We are brothers and sisters. We shouldn't go to court. Okay, put the money in the account. We'll not go to court. As simple as that."
Why you say you're bringing money? You're bringing money. Are we honoring you people?
No, we are all honoring the same brother. But we have a framework in place. The framework is the money should be in the established account of the organization and not in audio living room. No, that's the problem.
Are we honoring you guys? Are we honoring you? You're bringing money. The only way we listen, you're bringing money. And some point you come, you're president. We are not cowardly.
Okay, so you are not cowardly, you damaged your brother. So how is it that you are blaming me for damaging your brother? You are brave, man, and that's why you went in the people's account and looted $90,000. So how is it that you are blaming me for damaging your brother? You man, damage yourself. It's not me.
I'm the brother of the president here. I'm not a cowardly man.
Okay, keep telling the man the wrong things. Nobody, but when you tell him the wrong thing, I will be here to tell him the right thing. And you will call me the one that is damaging the man, but that's a reverse psychology. The same thing that you guys did in the Bible. Satan is the one, God is the one that killed thousands of people. But Satan is the bad man. It's the same psychology. Green looted from us and ate the people money and divided the community, but you turn it around and say that that's how you put a damage Green. No, Green damage himself. The people that are around you, those of you that gave him the wrong advice.
I'm a brave man. Christ is brave, the bravest person.
Christ is brave, and I remember crying on the cross. Oh God, why you forget me? Why thou forsaken me? That brave man there, the man crying like baby on the cross. Ain't brave man when you get and you go, you get weeping. Christ that scary man. The man was crying on the cross over there. Hey, my finger, my father, why have you forgiven me? Why are you forsaking me? That brave man there. You supposed to beat that, let it nail you, and you say you can't flip in. Then you brave man.
Ever to step on planet Earth. So I'm brave. You're bringing money. You don't want us to reconcile at all.
No, nobody says that. We wanted to reconcile. And that's why the board of directors, they were very humble. They did everything to work with Green Code Studio. That's why the elders came in. They try. You guys did not listen to them. The elders got to give the board of director instruction. Even though the board got the instruction from the constitution, but the elders in the community, they are very respected people. So they say, okay, we'll listen to the elders. So you want a peace, but you don't listen to anybody. You want a father looting from the account and you want to blame other people, brother. You can't do that.
Our woman went to Philadelphia when Okyne, Tuswa's son died. They were saying, you're hurry. We beg you, when you come, St. Cameron Rossi will carry car for Okyne Tuswa. When you come, I will pay your plane ticket. I'm going to go and party. You're saying we're bluffing. I mean, people were begging.
No, Paul Dio, that's right. I agree with you on that. Kamala Ross came here and she made a nice proposal. Everybody was jubilating. But when she left from here, what did she do? This is what she did.
So that very project, because people are very concerned about the 90,000 that we have in our possession. And the project that we want to undertake because of 92,000 plus. Look at what we raised during our convention. We didn't have that money in our possession. And knowing that peace was on the table, and the concern of the people of being less and money, the safety and security of the money, I decided that I should meet with the president, other board members that were present, and executives, that we made some changes in the project.
All right. So the date changes. All right. The date changes.
They went to the court.
They took the money and they did change it. The woman came to Philadelphia, made a proposal for us to have peace. Everybody agreed. She went back to Minnesota, got on the teleconference and said, oh, the people, they are concerned about the $90,000 in our possession, but we want to take 3 projects. We'll take the single people from there and we'll do one in Gbah there and do one in Town. But you say people are concerned about the safety of the money. All right. And so that's why I broke that peace deal down. Because you want peace, but you're still using people. I just called that video short. She went as far as saying, I'd sent $28,000 to Liberia. Who approved the money? She wasn't on the board at the time. She wasn't elected a board member. No, nobody elected Kamala Ross to be board chair. So these are the wrong things you guys were doing. She started fine. As for peace, we agree. She went back home and started doing different things. And that what broke the peace process down.
When you invest some money, they asked for the bank slip, because any money you took from the bank in America is reflected on the bank slip.
All right, yeah. So that's why I'll show you the bank slip. The bank slip right here, Video. Here's the bank slip. First, yeah. Let me put you in the middle here. All right. So it's the first is $7,000. It's the bank slip. Yeah, it's a $90,000. All right, 40-40. The bank slip right there. So what is the lie that you are talking about, sir?
It's reflected.
It's right there. It's right reflected on the bank slip. $90,000. $7,000. It reflected right on the bank slip. I'm showing it to you, sir.
We are white people. If la Liberia, I'm gonna be afraid small. But it's time for justice. The bank told them that all you said was not true.
Nobody said that. We did not go before a judge. All right? It was a mediation, arbitration. So nobody saying what you said wasn't true. So Paul, you say you're a pastor and you keep lying to the people over and over. Do you know what arbitration is? Or do you understand the concept of mediation? No. And that's what you're saying, what you are saying right now. Nobody said what you said was wrong. They were looking because the General Assembly told President Myers and the board of directors, y'all go and go to mediation. And they say go to court. And that's why the people want to mediation. And at mediation, they had to, all you need is compromise. So they put three major things on the table. The look at the website, we look at the organization name where Green was claiming by then, and then the money. Those are the 3 things. The $90,000 you're deducted. Why the one side get $31,000 if your people on the bank statement is showing Kamala is acknowledging that you have the 90. Why you said $63,000? Why one person get $31,000? I'm not a mob major, but when you divide 90,000 by 2, how much you want to get? That's 63,000 each person will get. Let me do a quick market. I'm not mob major. 90,000 divided by 2. One person will get 45,000, right? What $31,000? What did you do with the $26,000, Paul Gidio? Now listen to the man.
I will see the pen out. I did tell Omen Tuswa, Omen, I'm dying because our error and me, I hold you guys in high esteem. Omen Jombla, Omen Atoji of my law.
And the very elders that he naming right now, the elders intervene. And Paul Gidio then pushed Green not to listen to the elders. But now he calling the elders. Those elders were on the teleconference. They try. The Green had said they're not listening to the elders. the concerned member led by either Paul and others, they came, they still appeal to Green Coach Geo and Green said they're not listening. But now Paul Geo is now calling elders. The elders gave recommendation and say, you know what? All construction besides the one that is going on right now should stop. Let's go to election. And from there, we'll decide which project we should honor. All the guidelines they are up there. The men said no, they're not following anything. But Paul now calling on the same elder Tuswat, the same elder John Gbah, the same Geleo that they ignore first.
I get on the say your police almost extra mazo.
Okay, so now he is linking me to this statement, right? He is linking me. I'm going extra mile. Listen.
And the Geleo family does not take this lightly.
All right. The man is saying the person's name is indicated here. They say Josephine Johnson. But the man is turning it around. It's Dr. Ayopode. Okay, what on this statement here that says Dr. Ayopode? All right. And these are the lie. And that's why Ellen Johnson said, he said, what you are saying is a fat lie. Ellen, I will call you again. What you say?
First of all, let me just say, what you just said is a blatant lie. L-I-E, lie.
Okay, so what Paul Geleo just said is a big lie. Listen.
Everybody. I'm willing now for able to take me to court.
I'll carry you to mediation and you are crying right now. If I take you to court, what you do? You're not coming with her? I took the man to mediation and he angry every day. The man crying. But Paul Geleo said I'm carrying to court. Continue the defamation of character. You see what I will not take you to court. Continue that because you can't prove anything. Again, that mediation went to, they didn't ask anybody to adduce evidence to make a case, to make argument. No. So when you continue your lies, your smear campaigns without a piece of evidence, I will take you to court for sure. Because I consulted my lawyer the other day and my lawyer said, it's a good money. The man got to come to court and prove it that it is you. He has to show that. And he can't do that. And so, Paul Geleo, if you don't want the 20 some of that you raised at your recent convention, because that the only thing you depend on, you don't want to spend money on our people, you want to give it to the white people. All right? To the lawyers that are doing good, to the judges that are doing good. That's your goal. And that why you wasted our time and took $26,000 from the $90,000 you stole. All right? So if you want to give more money to the people, I definitely will push you. You approve it.
We don't take it lightly.
And Paul Geleo, guess what? The death threat that the people that you are supporting the issue against me, they are not hiding. They are visible. They are on Facebook. I got the statement on fire that I am next. They want to kill me. I'm not taking that lightly either. But your own is pseudonym of somebody using fake account and you accusing me. But your own, you know the people that issued death threat against me. You saw your brother video that I just played issuing our people death threat, their witchcrafts. All right? All those things. So I don't take the thing lightly either. Your own, you're making allegations against me, but your own is palpable. The people that are right in front of you, you're living in the same living room in Minnesota, and they issue death threat against me. That is not an issue, but you want me to take your threat light? No. So you can run your lies and your smear campaign, but my own, I got the hardcore evidence issuing death threat against me.
I get on the eye. Go to that as a ready. And so we say, I blew.
See the message. I mean, I'll show you the evidence already. And you see the one of the big lies that you know why when somebody is coming to lie, you know what they can do? They can wear eyeglasses. The man does not want us to see your eyes, so he conceals them beyond eyeglasses. He knows that he's not telling the truth, and that's what people that do criminal stuff, that what they do there, they conceal their eye, they conceal their face so people can see them. So he hide behind eyeglasses and come and make allegation. You calling me Josephine, you calling me all type of name, and I'm not on any of those things. Hey, baby. Go ahead. What happened? It should be in the same pocket. All right. So the man is calling me different names. No evidence. He has not proven anything. He will not show you that 20-minute video here, but he will not show you one evidence that Dr. Ayopode is Josephine Johnson. It like I can just go on Facebook right now and put out a account and say Paul Gidio. It is not intelligent when you do that. It is not believable. It's not plausible.
Equally. They have every blow equally, eh?
Yeah, Mr. Paul, Remy, is nasty to be on the internet and putting your finger in your nose. You got to stop that. Keep your finger from your, because you know why you're doing that? When the people are lying, that's what they do. If you steady lie or liars, that's what they do, right? Just go look for a video, they'll do auto thing and play with their face and put their finger in and no rub their hair. When they tell a lie, they put on glasses so people can see their eyes. That's what they do. They tell lies. Those are basic tips. When somebody is lying, they will not keep their hands. If you are coming to see the whole body, the man feel will not be steady. You'll be moving around and try to, because when you're lying, you are straining your brain to think. So you got to do all these different things. But when you're telling the truth, you don't have to think harder.
Beso, you know, I don't know whether you don't know, investment in these states, in a lot of states in the United States. In Minnesota, if you invest $15,000, get $15,000 or $12,000, and you commit a previous crime, and you go to court and you are guilty, that will be felony. A grand theft will be felony. And the jail you will go, and those who then were guilty, that one then were guilty, they were going to be in prison for 5-10 years.
I mean, the people did not go to court. So they shouldn't go around and lie to the people over and over. We did not go before a judge. And that's why you are saying all the things, all the why you are saying right now. You want to mediation, arbitration, they don't declare people guilty or not guilty. The parties involved, they found a compromise. That's simple as that. But the guy just lied. I challenged Paul Gidio to go before a judge with what he did. This is embezzlement. When you go in people's account and nobody authorized you to take money, it's pure embezzlement. That's what you did. This is embezzlement. Paul Gidio, this is embezzlement. If you push me, I will take you before a judge and you will see what will happen. What you are afraid of will happen. Don't push me, Paul. Embezzlement is when people give you their resources and you eat it. And you take the money from the bank account and carry somewhere else. That's embezzlement. We establish an account where our money is supposed to be. Who's supposed to approve money? It is clear ABC. Slabby Sinoe say, your boat man. Slabby Sinoe, that man right here. He said before a dime is taken from the organization account, the executive should send a voucher to the board of directors and the board should approve the voucher. Will they respond? They can reply within 2 weeks. If the board does not reply in 2 weeks, that amount is considered automatically approved. Slabby Sinoe asked Green Geleo to send $7,000 voucher to the board. The man then replied the same day and said, don't carry the voucher back. Slabby Sinoe called Green Geleo and said, call teleconference so we can take the money. And he did that. So he went against what he put on paper. That's what we are talking here. And I just played the tape that Slabby Sinoe said, I don't want authorized Green Geleo to declare convention in Minnesota. So what Paul is crying here? You embezzle. You embezzle when you contravene the Constitution. When you go against the processes in place, that's embezzlement. That's stealing.
They will not get a job in the country again. Even housing.
Why the General Assembly avoided and said, don't take them before the judge because they want you guys to get jobs. And that's what they said in their wisdom, because they're wise people. The General Assembly, they are the highest decision-making body. They say you're taking the arbitration because when we go before a judge, our children will go to jail. So we don't want them to go to jail. We don't want them to have job problem. We want the people to get employment, but you ought to go before the mediator. That's what you should do. That's what the people did. So start making the big mouth before I push the people to go before a judge. Do I want my children to go to jail? No. But I want you to do the right thing.
Still now see deda. But say you put that point. Or to the having gas and sick out winning.
See the last?
Bring you bomb ably. No play Monday.
All right.
First of all, let me just say, what you just said is a blatant lie. L-I-E, lie.
All right. The L is L, not me.
Abo sabojon. Abo demonyo. Abo propan. Abo kabadenyo, abo sionyo, abo joanyo. Abo wajanyo. Iti answer that ro.
Abo sionyo. Abo wayanyo. Abo joanyo. Abo mawonyo. Abo pulonyo. Abo kabadenyo. Green young brother. All Auntie Lady under Joyce and the whole group on the anande. On your Facebook. On a lay. Jianyo no mea. More new, more or deo. Then answer. Poor Gio Lale. More men was say that or say that's our cow. So under Mawonyo, under Pulonyo, under Wayanyo, under Cabadenyo, under Sionyo. Poor Gio, also about New One all day. When I lay more and balao. This is annoying. This thing is just bothering my whole thing. Oh man, this is annoying. I don't know why it does that. All right, guys, we got that technical issue again. This is nice. I don't know. I don't know why it's something. Oh man. Why the thing can go power off like that? The my stuff is ready. The power can just go off. The mixer. I should have been done a long time, but it just kept carrying me back and forth. I don't know why it does that. Let me see what I can switch it back there and bring the mouse behind it. I didn't get time to put it on my microphone on right now. Oh man. Yeah. There we go. Oh man, this is Agawa? No, but they can't hear me right now because I mean, I play music, they will hear me, but. All right, let's see. Let's try to give you another shot again. If we keep going down, then we'll have to cut the show. Yeah, the technical issue, I don't know, the mixer will just abruptly go off. Yeah, the technical issue. All right, now you're hearing me. Thank you. Yeah, it just came back on. That's why you're hearing me. Thank you. So, like, finish with the video here, and I didn't expect it.
I said that you didn't buy you on the way, I'm the Our Honorable Zarzar is listening. I'm a supporter of Mary Zarzar. You got also some ask people. I defend Zarzar to the letter. Some people say maybe I'm stupid, but I defend him to the letter. You know why? He didn't give me money before. I didn't even fast it for him. But the people that were giving testimony in the church, my friend heard my song. He went to Collington. He heard my song at the University of Liberia. I heard it.
Yeah, so I mean, Paul myself, we're on the same page on that. I appreciate him for being a supporter of Mr. Zarzar. Really appreciate that. That's what you do. You support good people. You don't support bad people. Your brother is terrible. You don't support him. Support Mr. Zarzar because he's a good man. That's what you do. You support when somebody does wrong, you say it. You don't be the chucky tater, your father killing people, and you join your father to do that. Green Geleo is killing our people economically. The man has divided our community. So you support Zarzar who did not do such thing, giving people scholarship, doing different things, helping people out. That's what you need. Right now, Green can't speak to Zarzar. He can't speak to Zarzar. The same animosity, the same envy. But you can't tell him, so Green, call it up. That man is a good man. You can't do that. Listen to him.
So I say he's a good man. He's an altruist.
He is altruistic. That's true. No doubt about that. We're on the same page on that.
So what people I defend him? No, he's good.
Keep defending the man. That's what you do. Defend good people. When your brother does the right thing, I will also defend him. But so far, so good. Green is wrong. Practically everything the man is wrong.
But I hope he's listening. And Honorable Zarzar, I was expecting you to bring this one in.
The man intervened. That's one of the men that you guys disobeyed. The elder council, they intervened. You say, no, let me not jump. The board of directors, they tried, they bent down all over, they did everything to get the community in peace. Green said, you're not listening to the board members. The elders came. They tried. Green said, to hell with all the elders. The women came, headed by the queen. They tried. Green said, no. The Idepoa and the other group, Clarke, Manjayonnoh, and the phone of the concerned members, they intervened. You say no. The president of the Graduate Association in the Americas, Yibote, intervened. You say no. Kai Fale, the superintendent of Graduate, intervened. You say no. Everybody intervened, and Green Court Geleo and Sinoe and Paul Geleo said no. Mr. Zarzar, when he intervened, you guys said no. So why he says Zarzar did not stop the issue when you were saying no to everybody else? Why you want to blame Zarzar now? It is your intransigence. your arrogance, your pomposity that brought us to where we are today. So don't blame Zarzar.
I mean, to have brought this one in. Because on the green beer apple maybe Manfred, I mean, Philadelphia, say your place are there, so say your place a liar.
He said, maybe. Okay, so he's not certain. Maybe he went somewhere and Zaire put aside. I mean, Mr. Zarzar looks at somebody who can be controlled by that. Are you put there? I mean, these people, they just talk down to people. You're talking about a state actor. The man that the people depends on in the country. The people depend on Zarzar. But he said, Zarzar, Madison, I'm a real powerful man. You guys are a real powerful when I can tell Zarzar not to do what. I mean, come on, guys. You can do better than this. You pour your foot in your mouth, and that's where you are today. So don't blame Zarzar. Don't blame me. I didn't tell Zarzar anything. You all refuse to practically listen to everybody.
He needs to apologize to the Sabo people. And let me ask you, the Sabo people, the educated Sabo people.
Who's supposed to apologize? The apology is supposed to start from Green Code Geleo for stealing our money. The apology is supposed to start from Green Code Geleo for dividing a united organization. The organization that was given to him united. Green got to apologize for standing over the body of the vice president and say this is not time for peace. He got to apologize. Green got to apologize for not giving our people the $10,000 in the midst of the coronavirus. Green got to apologize. Paul Geleo got to apologize. You want me to keep going? Green got to apologize for putting $7,000 in go to Liberia and only show our hospital in Gbah, in Pine Town. Nothing in it. Christopher Wleh did the video. And it's empty. And he never put $1,000 in a bottle there. He got to apologize. He got to apologize for not giving all 12 students that got college degree right now. Me, who's me supposed to apologize for exposing Green Code Geleo corruption? Me? I wouldn't mind to apologize when the elder came the other day for me saying door. I issued an apology. But no, he can't tell you guys for threatening my life. So I don't have a problem with issuing an apology when it is right to do so. Because in the culture, I represent the elders and the ancestors. So when the elder gets angry, one of the elders gets angry, I got to listen to him. And that's why I issued an apology. So what should I apologize? I listen to the man.
When some people wrote all these nonsense, people will say, yeah, the guy got get account of this, got account of this. Now everything he said, everything is false.
Okay, the man said everything I said is false. Oh. What did God? What? So this is false, Paul Geleo? Is this false? The $90,000 that the bank statement I'm showing you, is it false? The $7,000, is it false? The $2,500, is it false? The COVID-19, $10,000, is it false? The 12 students that were given scholarship, is it false? You want me to play Sinoe as well, or play cameras? So what is it that I said that is false? The man cannot prove anything. Listen to him.
But I have not heard somebody to say, you need to apologize.
For what?
No, nobody. So do all of you take side?
Tell me why I should apologize for, sir. You can't tell me. Let's listen. Maybe you'll tell us.
Taking side will destroy our community. You see what lies are done to our community?
You see, the man is doing reverse psychology, right? The truth is what he's calling lie. And the lie is what he's calling the truth. They have been saying a bunch of lies around here. They have not given you any evidence. I'm showing you all the evidence. He owns stealing evidence. I'm showing it to him. But he said, I don't want lying. Where is what I wrote? Tell me one article that I wrote that is a lie. What did you can't show it to you? No. He will not show you one evidence that I wrote article is a lie.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, I was out with you. Statement I said, the Geleo family, I said, do lightly.
Yeah, my life that you threatened to, I didn't take it lightly. the life of our people, the mother that said can't work to you in Liberia and you threaten, you call witchcraft. I don't take those things lightly either. I don't take it lightly when you go in your account, you're and a brother, you're looted from us. I don't take that lightly. Okay? I will speak for me and the community. You can't threaten me. The people are right before you threatening me. Green Court issued death threat against our people in Liberia. Well, you crying about somebody you don't know. You don't know the person. But the person on Facebook, that's how you put it. Do I know that cow go high beyond fake account? I hear you can't stand me now, go high account, fake account. I know that somebody who can high. I can count my pay share. You can't read more than me. You can't talk more than me. So why will go high beyond fake account? At least when you get when you writing and you demolish me, I say, you know what, I can't stand the man you writing. Or when we're talking, I say, oh, I can't stand the man, let me go create. But two things, you can't read more than me, you can't talk more than me. So why will go high myself to say what I want to say? Just stop the lies. That's the only thing you will survive on lies right now. All right? I will demolish you guys with the evidence.
And we are watching. Our grandma upon even send up.
Anybody 500 acre land that you say you want to buy first, you ain't go buy, you go build event center.
Event center. Event center do abo you na jara ble na mo ale bukla wala di na mo on pour akuri amanje.
What do you that brother here in road 18 in January and say you will build, you're going to buy 2 to 5 acres of land acres. Yeah, that's why you say 500 5,000 2 to 5,000 900,000. Let me buy that first. Then you start the farming. You go around and lie to our people 24/7 since January. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't purchased 1 acre yet. He said he's doing 5,000. There's a brother there.
I'm believing center. You know ne namble ajala. Na pay adaba you know kon blue na ajia ye de era pon anuke le la bureau. A brother boy, a sister boy. At least
you can build the event center without stealing people money. All right. The $60,000 you raised during the Iowa convention was your first convention. SADA. The $60,000 you raised as USAA up to now, you are not reported that. Where is the $60,000? So these are the corruption I'm talking about. You say you were USAA. You had a convention. So let me told you to declare convention. You say you on Facebook reporting that you raised $60,000. Up to now, you are not reported that money to us. Am I lying about that too?
When you never did not be billion, then so everyone does so on. Say, Blamo Grimo, or Berkeley on the away.
That's the lie. Let me call Ellen Johnson Sally again. I did not say that. Sayopo, I did not say that. All right?
First of all, let me just say, what you just said is a blatant lie. L-I-E, lie.
That's a blatant lie.
Josephine Jackson.
Okay, he says Sayopo there, but he said Josephine Jackson.
Sekajibo.
Okay. What is the correlation between Sekajibo, Josephine Jackson, and that's Sayopo there? 3 different names. He has no evidence. He's just making broad allegations. So no, Judah what to watch about the SMO. So Rosario Jiriamo. Mara or Jiria. Mara over Banimo Jalia. No SMO. Mpobo Jado Badi Jali do Jinimo Ivory. Yamble. You all say 5,000 acres. I was here think away. Then to Mosia. No, Nujiri do fair boy never knew I believe ya. See Antomot for
now you never more.
My brother, but 30 later, Mundale, Apple Mona, you also condemn me. You know, you then only fair boy, that's how you put on me. You also condemn me, Paul. That year. But I didn't know that I want to buy you the body. Am I for a nuclear?
The poor Mulan. I'm really concerned. What this young man is doing.
Oh, the concern got to start from the people that you support that threaten me. That threatening our people, Green Code Dio himself. All right, you know, I'm a man. Koda. Oh, you know, I'm a man. With the Did you talk to him about it? You called it the people witchcrafts and wizards and they will die? What did you say, Paul? Or Green Code Dio life is important more than those people. The man himself saying the people will die.
He said, young man. Sometimes I used to write and say, stop what you're doing, stop what you're doing, stop what he doesn't listen. But I said, I don't like it because the same thing Jala did here. It came from North Dakota all the way. Who knows who that guy was coming to kill?
Look at that, man. Is that Jane got his or getting people all over the place? I mean, it's an allegations against the man. I'm not going to defend the guy, but you can't say, oh, who the man come and kill? Come on, dude. You just make this allegation now. You come and link me. Listen to him.
You got your money to idea?
Then you want to idea. So I'm brother or supporter. I will out or threat you, okay? I'm one bar. You must say, I did it. We know that I'm without I'm one man. You must say, I did it.
Maybe you're saying you're about a boy, I know.
No, saying talking about in talking.
You don't see you put that one now. I saw no. He said you kid it.
Paul Geleo, the person said they are Josephine Jackson. Don't call me Josephine Jackson. I'm not a woman. I'm a male. I'm right on Facebook and looking at you face to face. All right. So the person said Josephine Jackson. They wrote it right here. Josephine Jackson. Green Code Geleo, when you come return to Liberia next year, your dead body is Josephine Jackson. It's not Dax Ayopode. Nothing shows here say Dax Ayopode. So stop the lies, sir. Your Bible said that shall not lie.
Okay, fine. Thanks very much.
You're defending him. But I'm down ourselves.
Who is defending Dax Ayopode? Dax Ayopode is the one defending you guys, defending the community when you're doing the wrong things. That's how you put a death trial issue. Nobody issue statement and say it condemn that. No. So nobody defending that's how you put it. All of you, including my own president, they didn't condemn you guys. They didn't go on Facebook. The elder Tuswa, they didn't go on Facebook to condemn you guys for issuing threat against my life. You guys did not hide. You didn't consider yourself you were visibly visible on Facebook and you say, I don't want next, I will die. That's what you said. Paul did not condemn that.
This is not something to be taken lightly.
Yeah, I don't take your threat lightly either. You said that's how you put his nest. When James Young's wife died. And you were on Facebook celebrating the death of somebody's child. Yes. And come the rebel be going to where I'm a lifesaver. But somebody's child is dead. And you guys are on Facebook and playing music and celebrating. How ridiculous you guys think? You are the evil people in our community, but you're pointing finger at somebody who is pointing out your evil.
Thank God the government of the United States is aware. And Green is an American citizen. You threaten the life of an American citizen.
Am I supposed to be afraid of that nonsense, the man talking? Something that I did not do. It means nothing to me. That's the right thing to do, to report it to the U.S. government. That's the right thing to do. And I'm also reporting you threaten my life. You did not hide. You did not hide behind fake account. And so I like the fact that you reported to the government. And so the next thing I'm going to do too is to report your threat against me to the government. That's what I'm going to do. You threaten me. You threaten me. And I'll do that too. I'll make that report. So that's the right thing. I encourage you. If you guys can even hire FBI to look for who is behind the fake account that threatening people, I am in support of it. But I will also report you that you threaten my life.
Life of an American citizen. Just know the man whose life that you are threatened is an American citizen.
So what does that mean? You threatening? Who am I? You know what? You know my starter too? You know my starter and you threaten me? Man, that's funny. It doesn't matter which country citizen you are. Whether US citizen, whether Chinese citizen, whether Liberian citizen, you cannot threaten people, Paul Geleo. The people living where you right, they see how they threaten me, and you have said nothing. You are not condemning any of them. But you're talking about green guy, that US citizen, and you threaten US citizen as if to say the other people's life is lesser.
So I believe that the government of the United States will be concerned. If I see the rate, I will take the next step.
Rest assured, you receive the rate. Continue to make allegations, and sooner rather than later, you receive a communication from the court. Keep on Facebook and run defamation of character assassination, libel, and say all those things. Continue to do that. Sooner rather than later, you will see your communication. Just the same way the national administration, they took Geleo to mediation, and you are over there making noise.
But I am the oldest person now in the United States in the Geleo family. A lot of people condemn what this. It's only happened to Green. I will be greatly affected. It's not any.
So when something happened to me too, people will not be affected. My family will not be affected. My children will not be affected. My woman will not be affected. My mom will not be affected. So these guys, you think you are importing them on other people. Paul Geleo, Kamle Rosden, the Joyce Sion, the Sophia Carpet, those people in their own Facebook, they say, I don't want nest when Jane Yonte's wife was killed. That's what you guys say. So that doesn't bother you. Your brother went to Liberia and told the people say they will die. That doesn't bother you. But Gringo Geleo, I don't wish death upon the man. I don't wish the brother harm. I want the man to be around so he can keep doing the wrong things, so I can expose him.
You? I see condemnation, people condemning this and that. Yeah. And I condemn.
At least you get condemnation from the community. For me, nobody. So you got to clap for the community at least. Appreciate them.
But to say somebody else's child.
All right, that Paul Geleo there. So he said for 20 minutes he spoke without one evidence to prove that I'm the one behind the fake account. Nothing he showed to us. Let me look at your comment. I'll be out for the day. See, these are the liars who get in our community. They say they are pastor. They want people to heaven. I'm hearing you. Thank you. Okay, hearing you. I'm watching from Ghana. Thank you. Titus for watching. Watching, Mr. Panto. Thank you. You are mute. Yeah, just it was an issue earlier. I'm watching from Ghana. Puta, Mercy, how you doing? Thanks for watching. I responded to that post and Lisa Farley, and I had a heated argument about that before they took my comments down. Okay, thank you so much, Ernest, Mr. Secretary, Financial Secretary, for standing out for your brother. Really, really appreciate you. You know, yeah. I mean, when I was talking about condemnation and the way like a crafted statement, like the leaders, the day in the community, like Elder Tusua did, wrote a whole essay for door business, like President Okyne public, and spoke on it, and authorized the publicity man to put our statement out. The same way George Gatti did, told the people in like, bro, let it put out a statement. Now, what I'm talking about, I'm not saying individually you did not say something. You might have said something somewhere, but I'm talking about the way. Even right now on that post, you get 65 comments condemning that. I don't see any reaction from a lot of people. Thank you for those of you, Ernest, for those of you that spoke. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, Washington from Houston. Troublemaking. Who making trouble? The money chair lady. All right, guys. These are the comments I'm saying. I want to say thank you so much for joining us today. Yeah, sorry, we took a long. My mixer was acting up for some reason. It would just go off abruptly, and that's why we're going back and forth. I might use the other machine next time. I will replace that one. I got backup machines around here, but I don't just want to be going back and forth. So since this one is malfunctioning, I'm going to use the other one next time so that we can have a smooth conversation. The only reason I don't use it, I don't like that. It got a wire. The microphone, you put it on your chest, and mistakenly you move. I don't like hinking things on myself. But yeah, but I have to go to that next time. But that's the Purge video, man. There, the guys have no evidence. They have no proof. They just make allegations, but they don't want me to tell the truth. When I say the truth to Green Coach video, he came to tell a lie. He wore glasses, so we can't see his eyes, because those are the things you look at when you okay, Mr. Meyer, Tori, no, Mondo. The Mondo saying you also condemn that. We condemn any threat against you. Okay, thank you so much. All right. So those are the people. Our community, the cherry pick. The cherry pick, oh, the other one, and everybody will come up. Hey, the other one will condemn it. But when it's done to other people, then it's okay. All right, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Next Monday, join us again at 11 a.m. Sorry again, we took too long because of the device. It kept going back and forth, and that's why we took long to get to the point. I try to make the show as shorter as possible. Yeah, at least people don't get tired. All right. So we want to end with COVID-19. I'm glad it did not take me. I'm glad that the threat of Green Code Geo and Paul Geo and this people did not take me. I'm still around, and we'll keep talking. Have a wonderful day.
Sandy on the beat.
You still want to speak? I forgot. I don't want to leave you hanging. Yeah, still on. I don't want to. I told you I want to call you. I forgot. What you wanted to say?
If it goes to
Yeah, your device is so bad. The audio quality is bad.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, it's better now. Yeah.
Okay. So what I wanted to say is that we need to bring Zarzar on, because what I meant is saying about Zarzar that he's not participating, he's not contesting. That's a big lie. But Mr. Zarzar needs to come on and show and tell the people of Sinoe County about that statement that was made by the supporter of PSG. So I know our people, when they hear one thing, they believe it. They believe, when they hear one thing, they believe it's truthful and debunk it. They will say that's true. So that's why I wanted to tell you on the show. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm following.
Okay. So if we can bring the contestant, Mr. Zarzar, on the show, that we appreciate it. Because we are here supporting him fully.
Okay. We'll see what we can make arrangement with the lawmaker.
Please try to do that. Don't overlook it. If you don't overlook it.
Even though the office put out a statement already, debunking that. Yeah, the secretary put out a statement.
Yeah.
Yeah, Morisaka wrote a statement on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, they did that already. So, but we'll still see whether we can engage with the lawmakers and see whether he has some time.
Let us get it down on the show, my man. Let us get it on the show, please.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, have a wonderful day. All right, guys. I just wanted to take Mr. Monbu's call before I'll be charged for insubordination. I told you I'm going to call him back. And all right, so guys, enjoy the rest of the day. I'm out.